Let me play my cool intro. Y'all ain't ready for this. The disrespect is real.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. I'm not above it. I am that snake bitch.
No, it's okay. You guys are all welcome to trash Queen in the chat. We'll hold a whole panel on Queen.
I am honest to a point, but a lot of the things I talk about aren't true.
Wait, somebody not telling the truth on YouTube? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the fourth departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
Me and my friends, we're gonna find you and we're gonna rip you apart like a witch.
Snakes don't get a fucking safe space. If she wants to keep it going, then we'll keep going. If she wants to stop the bullshit, then we'll stop the bullshit. But I'm not gonna fucking sit here and let anybody lie on my motherfucking name.
Bring your ass. The fucking link is in the chat. That's you.
Oh, loose booty, wet panty looking ass boy. Replay that, Queen. Her name is Queen. It ain't really so much Queen. Queen B. Queen B. Queen B. Okay, there. Queen B. Queen B's money. Queen B ain't got no money. Queen B.
She always fucks some shit up. I don't know why PJ doesn't get his ass on a motherfucking leash and get his ass under control. Fuck.
Better than never. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter. Try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever. The beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. So, he's locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight.
And I haven't brought it public, you know why? Because someone that I was fucking close to is in the middle of a goddamn lawsuit. How do I get my hands on your soap? Because I need something to clean these titty props. My dove is just not doing it.
Bring your asses. As simple as that. Come in. I mean, bring it. Bring your asses. Hey, don't get Queen B at her 550, 600 service. Bring their asses out.
You might have started it, but I'm gonna finish it.
Absolutely. Or go to somebody else's panel. Let me just say Queen B's panel. I'm telling you, we all need to go up on Queen B's panel because that seems where everybody's going. I guess Queen B is like the god of YouTube.
Queen B Escobar, bro.
She's in China just making drugs.
You know, I run the cartel on the YouTubes. I run the cartel here. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what boss bitches do.
Exactly. He's beefing with the Queen Bee because I heard the stinger sucks.
This lady Queen Bee with the lip ring is innocent. You two weirdos are being weird. No, I know who this is. You're the lady that was on Molly Go Lightly.
No. You have no doubt QB could hold her own with any female on YouTube. Let me tell you something we all learned a long time ago.
I would fuck her up and drag her from here to China. Let's meet one-on-one.
Writing checks their mouth can't cash. Bitch, I didn't write a check my mouth can't cash. I cash all them motherfucking checks.
And I cannot for the life of me understand why people put her on a pedestal. And these allegedly smart people put her on this pedestal like she's something important.
We got to tell you about yourself. It's your fucking overlying ass over there. Is her fucking name obnoxiously relevant?
Because
I know, she changed it.
She meant to say obnoxious and irrelevant. That's what she meant to say.
And coincidentally, it sounds exactly like Queen Bee's voice because, as I've always thought, Queen Bee is using some sort of slight distortion on her voice when she broadcasts.
Exposed!
Queen Bee exposed! Oh my god, bitch. Did they get that Dugan?
Said they get that Dugan. that shit chronicles of the shady. You better fucking shut your mouth with that. Girl, stop.
Wow. What in the hell? Someone told Queen Bee that you said it was her hacking your emails. What the hell is wrong with people?
Take your ass to bed. It's fucking past your bedtime. Go on now.
Right? Why you gotta be crying?
Fucking killing the vibe, bitch.
What?
Take your ass to bed. Boston, no, I'm not capping at all. I'm telling the whole truth.
Good, babe.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. You know me, skedaddling away. See you
All
guys.
right.
Pumpkin. I love you too.
I despise you, Boston.
Whatever.
Good morning, beautiful.
Happy day.
Happy day, baby. We got rigor today. Gotta trigger these motherfuckers every day.
Baby Jesus showed us that, you guys. I swear to God.
I know that's right, because you just put right on that shit.
Yes, I did. Baby Jesus was like, look here.
Yeah, fuck the pause. Pause for the cause. Fuck that pause.
I'm just trying to be a better person. I know it.
Let's see here. God damn it, Duke. You hear him?
Yes, your dog is.
Damn it, Duke.
Girl, this tea is piping.
It's living. These motherfuckers hot.
That just burnt the roof of my mouth.
Where's Candy Sue? Where's she at? You heard that like I heard that one. Fire in the hole. Smoke him if you got him.
You're like the type of person that would probably be in the back of the class.
Fuck you, me Tim.
Ellie's a thug.
Right.
You don't
We're all thugs around here. Shambles. Thank you for supporting the hot biddies. Y'all wasn't ready for that, was you?
Wait, I wasn't, bitch. I wasn't even close to ready for that shit. Alright, I love you, baby girl. I'm gonna jump off.
I love you too, baby doll. Good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing on this fine Saturday? Let's get this on real quick. Pop that on. We're going to start off. We're going to go to we left off yesterday at 32 minutes in or something like that for bets. So we're going to finish that off. But she had another, in the meantime, she had 2 more ROs filed on her. What do y'all think about that? So it ain't just Katie that's got one. Now the Bauer Sox both have one against her. So she's got 3. Oh, Glenda, listen. She's got so many eyes on her right now. And, yeah, Jessie girl, she got 3 of them. And it's just about time that you got your, oh, thank you so much. The Cash App just popped in. Saturday shenanigans. I know that's right, baby. We're getting into it. I'm going to send you a heart back. There you go. Let you know I got it, babes. I appreciate you, love. B. Tim, remember I said this lady does something stupider every day. Well, she went on the news and admitted she knew about the order. Yeah, we were going to talk. Yeah, we were going to talk about that too. I cannot fucking believe she went on the news. Look, listen, I'll be damned if I ever got on the fucking news and was like, hey, I got 3 order of protections against me for harassing the family of a missing child. And then sit there and scream about how it's all about Sebastian. It's all about Sebastian, but you were just stalking the fuck out of his stepdad. And you went to their fucking city and was searching around for Chris. And it wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't looking for Sebastian. You were looking for Chris. You went into different stores. You tried to, you know, pretend like you were some goddamn detective or investigator. I don't know what the hell you thought you was doing. I really died. You, like I said before, you done lost your fucking rabbit ass mind doing dumbass shit like this, thinking it's fucking okay. You go in real life like this on these folks is ridiculous. Going and fucking searching them down and shit like that, and then going back to their city after you talked about bringing a gun back with you, that the sheriff told you to do that, knowing damn well that sheriff didn't tell you to do that. You know damn well he didn't say that to you. But you sit here and scream about how these people can lie under oath. Betty, you've been lied under oath this whole fucking time in this goddamn lawsuit. How many filings do I got where you're lying your ass off? How many fucking, look, we even got the transcript of you going to the fucking judge and lying your ass off. Under oath. Big whoppers that can be proved. But you got the audacity to sit here and talk about they are lying. They're lying under oath. How dare them lie under oath? Well, you posted the video proof anyway, so they don't have to lie under oath. But that's rich coming from you, who just lied under oath for, you know, anytime she was under oath. You fucking lied. Waving a machete around, talking about you was going to bring a gun back down there, chasing folks down at the stoplights and shit. And you think they're just going to come let you wreak fucking havoc in Hendersonville? You think they're going to let you just fucking run their, you know, community over and act the fool? You think that's okay? That shit's, no. People ain't going to let that shit right out. Definitely the police department and the court system ain't. That's for damn sure. Let me pop this link real quick before I forget about it again. Here, let's see. All right, the link should be pinned. Let's see here. Miss Betty, little Skid Row out here doing, she's out here doing way too much. Oh, wait, you missed her waving the machete around? Oh, she even poses for a picture because she thinks it's fucking cute. Music City Mom, thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate that, love. Thank you for showing love to the Hive. But now the Bauer Sox both got RAs too. Yep, sure the fuck they did. I mean, and I don't blame them. Do y'all blame them? I don't. I think they should have went and got him way sooner than now. What's up, B-Thug?
What's up?
Come to hang out for a little bit?
I mean, I have to. I mean, every day is a new day of stupidity with this woman.
Every day it's a new day of fuck shit.
Like, she's like, I don't know about this protective order. I'm not served. I don't have knowledge. And then she goes on the fucking news and says, yeah, I have knowledge and I know exactly it's on the 8th and I know exactly why. And I'm, you know, and then she makes herself look like a fucking idiot. I swear to God, I think they actually cut. She probably was going to talk about you, but they probably cut it off. Like, cut it in the editing room. She's like, that QB leading that harassment campaign against me. Goddamn Queen Bee.
Well, and you know what? You know, she knows damn well she's not supposed to be deleting fucking videos. And I've had a couple emails come through already this morning and a message come through this morning that she's already trying to delete videos. Baby, we got all your shit downloaded anyways, but you know damn well, per the court order from the fucking judge, you ain't supposed to be deleting shit for that lawsuit.
Yeah, like,
and you know that.
She knows.
And I know the first one was dismissed, but you know what? You already refiled, so you back in it again. And actually, thank you guys. I want to tell you again, because I've received a couple of PayPals. Thank you guys. I really appreciate y'all supporting the legal fund. I don't have a legal fund up right now, but for those of y'all that sent money to my Cash App and PayPal towards the legal fund, I really appreciate y'all. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate it.
Remember that a year ago, people felt like we were bullying Betty? Oh, feel bad for Betty.
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. I got talked shit too about being the biggest bully on here, and I bullied Betty, and I was just I was just so terrible. I was just so mean. Remember, matter of fact, actually Jonesin was one when she first left. She was like, I feel bad for Betty for being so mean to Betty.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Okay. Fuck what she's doing to these families, though, right?
Yeah, man. I couldn't believe this
I
lady.
mean, we had a couple folks that did that. It wasn't just Joneson. I mean, shit. There was a couple of. I think Willow was right there with her.
Yeah. But this lady is a garbage human being who's only
calling somebody out on their bullshit is not a bully. Sorry, that's not how that works.
BHB is a garbage human being that basically only has ever bullied people in life. She's bullied her ex-husband. She's bullied probably her family, probably, my guess. She's bullied people online. She's bullied families. And the problem is no one stuck up against this lady. And when you do, you find out how stupid this lady is. She doesn't even have her knowledge base is she barely has a high school education. She's dumb as a bag of fucking hammers. She's ugly to boot, and she's ugly inside and out. She's going bald, and she's like the dumbest person on YouTube, to be honest with you. And she never talks about the actual true crime case because she's too dumb to talk about the actual true crime case because she can't. She probably barely has the reading comprehension of an 8th grader. I mean, let's be 100 here.
Hold on 1 second. No. Music City Mom, I need you to shoot me an email real quick because I'm not sure what's going on with this. Oh, hey, Voices, what's up? I didn't see you back here, baby. You up here with us?
It's me. Sorry.
What's up?
I seen that pony picture. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Or unicorn or something? I didn't know what the hell.
That's my magic unicorn.
Music City Mom, can you send me a message real quick? Email.
All right. But yeah, this lady is a fucking bully. This lady's always been a bully, and she got famous for being a bully. And what the thing is, people liked when she was bullying people they don't like. But the problem is this lady bullies everyone, and she doesn't give a fuck about constitutions and freedom of speech. If she had her chance, she would be the dictator of the United States, and she'd probably send everyone to their fucking camps if she was the dictator of the United States. She does not give two shits about freedom. She does not give two shits about freedom of speech or freedom of anything, because look how she reacts. Anyone talk shit about her? Oh, I'm going to sue them. I'm going to get ROs on them. I'm going to fuck with their real life. I'm a big bad fucking bitch who just goes around and fucks with people because she can't handle freedom of speech. She can't handle people fucking criticizing her, which is what we did. People went to jail for criticizing the King of England. And you know what America did? They said, fuck you, King of England. That's what happened because we want to criticize whoever the fuck we want to criticize. And if you try to stop us, then you can deal with the consequences. And that's what you're dealing with, Betty. You're dealing with the consequences. I hope you get fucking what's coming to you legally.
Do you really think that's why England broke apart was because they wanted freedom of speech?
Well, that's one of the reasons, and not for taxes and stuff like that. But it was just, it went with that. It went with the right places.
I thought there was some tax.
There was other things in there.
Without representation. You just minimize it down.
Yeah, but I get it. But at the end of the day, they wanted their voices on taxes as well. They're like, hey, we don't want to be taxed for your bullshit, King of England.
Here's the part that I find is funny. She only wants free speech for her. She doesn't want free speech, freedom of speech for anybody else. It's only free speech for her.
Yeah, and that's not free. That's not free speech, ma'am. You have to deal with people criticizing you for your terrible fucking behavior. And instead of taking it on the chin, you basically decided to just go in and attack everyone.
Well, the Wells are even offering them support, B-Tim.
Yeah, well, they were harassed too. They were harassed and
by the same group, yes.
Mm-hmm. And this idiot Dolly Vision, what a fucking moron that guy is. He's like, oh, she's crying for help. Well, excuse me, sir. She's not guilty of anything. She's not been arrested or charged. So far, she's the mother of a missing child. And also, Seth keeps on fucking, supporting this piece of shit. And I will always criticize that guy for supporting that piece of shit. Okay? And if people say, you're attacking the father of a missing kid, well, he could stop harassing his ex-wife using via fucking YouTube fucking idiots and I will stop criticizing him for that. The moment he stops doing that is the moment I will stop criticizing him. How's that? How about he stops harassing his ex-wife and her husband and with using YouTube proxies, and I will stop doing that. How's that? Because I think it's pretty fucking shitty what he's doing. Pretty shitty. And then he feeds this woman like fucking secret information and all that stuff and acts like his shit don't stink. Man, you fucking stink, sir. So bring on the criticism. Anyone wants to come, you're attacking the father of missing kids.
Hear ye, bring on the criticism.
Yeah, like bring it on. I will. The moment he stops using fucking YouTube proxies to harass his ex-wife is the moment I will stop talking about him. How's that? Truth. Let me see. You gave a great breakdown of what she did to deserve her. Yeah, she did.
It's really early to go to
school.
school.
Don't you know, calling Seth out for his bullshit? That's, harassment too.
That's harassment.
Harassing the father of a missing child. Don't you know that?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm sorry. That is not harassment. That is trying to keep correct and accurate information out there. If a father is putting out information that should not be put out or is not accurate, it needs to be addressed. I am sorry, but I do not agree with whomever wants to say that is attacking. That is not correct.
Yeah. I mean, like, let's be real. And he talks to Betty secretly, feeds her little information. And how is that, like, helping the situation? This woman is making the situation worse.
Well, she only has him to thank because if he's really on her team, he let her go run off and get all crazy yesterday and the day before's and the day before's that. So, I mean, that should show right there that he is really not looking out for anybody's best interest because he would have reined her back in. In my opinion, he would have reined her back in if he was.
Yeah, he should have reined her back in. He should have been like, ma'am, can you focus on talking about my son? Can you focus not clickbaiting my son's name? Can you focus on
not calling him, defective?
Or
Can you
dead?
Focus on not treating his fucking grandparents and family like shit?
Yep.
Yeah. Or saying
but you know what? Didn't you notice Seth and Tony got real quiet and Betty got real loud?
Yeah.
I did notice
Dr.
that.
Latte, thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate that, love. And Music City Mom, I got that figured out. I didn't know what was going on with it, so I appreciate you emailing me because if you need it back, I'll send it back, babes. No biggie. Yeah, Seth doesn't seem to do that. Here, this is the news clip that she went. She went to the fucking news.
Yeah,
I'm really, look, there's nothing going on in this case at all. So now they're covering fucking YouTuber drama.
Yep.
That's crazy to me. Here we go.
Their claim she's being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber. So now she's taking legal action. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. The teen's mother has been granted a temporary order of protection against a Florida YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty. Well, tonight, News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry sat down and spoke with the influencer.
Sebastian Rogers has not been seen since February 25th. Since then, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, along with several other agencies, searched for a little over a week before officials said they were scaling back to focus their efforts on the investigative side. YouTubers and TikTokers nationwide have covered nearly every step, but now Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, indicates it's gone too far. In a legal filing for an order of protection, Katie says Andrea Griffin, also known by her YouTube name of Bullhorn Betty,
and this is what she wanted. This is exactly what Betty wanted because she's gained about 300 subscribers just from this news clip.
I agree with you.
This is exactly what Betty wanted.
I agree with you. This was free promotion, in my opinion.
And what's really what's sickening is the news don't even do research on this lady. This lady literally said that she was she ran down a man in the road, the grandfather, and then said, "I'm gonna get a gun."
The comments definitely, the people commenting, they definitely let the news place know. They definitely let them know, the news channel.
I mean, this is
those comments. We're gonna go read through some of them comments.
Yeah, I mean,
they're good.
Comments fire.
Yeah.
This is a puff piece, basically, because you could see, like, I think Granny's watching pointed out. Look at the first video. They only watched like 10 minutes of the first video.
Yep.
The news thing. They didn't watch anything of this lady.
Well, I think Betty reached out to them. I mean, they don't need to really go through it to find out. You know, the child parents and grandparents of a missing child have 3 order protections against her.
I mean, this woman posed with her machete and said, "I'm going back to Tennessee, guys." What? Like,
can we talk about the third photo? Since when does Betty look like a Barbie doll?
Jesus Christ.
She didn't look like a Barbie doll to me. She looked like a fucking psycho holding a goddamn machete threatening to go back to Tennessee. Like, everybody get a picture. No, thank you, bitch.
She kind of reminds you.
Accuse the family of.
She kind of reminds me of Jason Voorhees with the disfigured face and the machete.
All right, here we go.
Harming their son while, quote, inciting the public and her followers to aid her in stalking. Katie calls the YouTuber, quote, dangerous. Andrea tells me she has not received the temporary order of protection, but claims she has not done anything illegal.
If it is from her, then that's absolutely a falsehood. They can go and look at all my lives. My lives never come down off my channel. Driving on a public property, on public road with a camera hanging out, there's nothing unlawful about that. That happened over a month ago. It was when it's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. The questions of this case are becoming more and more.
Andrea says her main goal is to provide informational content to the public and to help find Sebastian. She tells me these accusations are just a distraction.
I don't like the drama on the channel, and the more I resist the drama and keep it focused about
bullshit,
the more she keeps the drama. Okay, now look, you're in Hendersonville right now, and you claim Mississippi. You said you were hiding out. You didn't want to tell your subs, but you told my attorney, and you made sure I knew exactly where you was. Probably so you could blame me for this bullshit, which is kind of, it all comes together now, but that's okay. Anyways, long story short here, you were out there fucking around and harassing them yet again. Yeah. And you live for the fucking drama, so cut that shit the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean, she always lives for this fucking drama. I mean, like, this lady sits there and she lied to the news just now. She said, I haven't been there for a month. You're in the fucking state right now. What are you talking about?
Okay, man? She says it's all about Sebastian. Well, you were just stalking the hell out of his stepdad. So how does that all about Sebastian? I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding it.
Yeah.
No, Jed, I just seen you back here, baby. I'm going to finish this up and then I'll pull you up here.
About Sebastian, the more these distractions keep coming up. This is all about Sebastian Rogers, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers. It's not about Katie Proudfoot. It's not about Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where is Sebastian Rogers and how can we bring him home.
A court-ordered hearing is set for August 8th at the Sumner County Courthouse. Each of Bullhorn Betty's YouTube videos will be summarized for the DA's office. Until that time, a temporary restraining order says Andrea cannot stalk or come within 100 feet of Katie or her home. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
Which is a good thing. That's a damn good thing. She don't need to be within 100 feet of Katie or her home. What's up, Jet? How are you doing this morning?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. How are you?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm doing okay. I'm in a much better mood now. That was fantastic. And oh my God, just kind of gave me a little warm, fuzzy feeling inside. It's a good way to start the day. So, really quickly, I just wanted to make an observation as like a viewer of both true crime and stuff like that, and I also watch Toast. That's how I kind of found out what was going on with you, and now I think I'm a member, and I
going into the rabbit hole.
Girl, you don't. Oh my God!
Flew into the fucking hive, not the rabbit hole.
I cannot even begin to explain to you. I would be on a rooftop somewhere if this woman was doing to me what she's doing to you.
Entering glass at your own.
Yeah, if you want a recommendation of a crazy live stream to watch in the past, you should watch the Ryan Upchurch when he jumped on his panel. That was quite an interesting one.
Oh man,
I think I may have seen that.
Yeah, she's it's been hell. I'll tell you that. It's been hell dealing with this woman for the last year has been fucking hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I watched when
And the lies, the bullshit, the lies. She'll lie. She will lie quicker than fuck. I mean,
this
you
is what I don't understand.
burn toast, then you know. If you know what I'm saying, and that's the biggest thing is if you follow it and you watch it, then you know exactly when she's lying. But if you're a judge, you know YouTube and you're not in YouTube and you don't know the YouTube world, and the judge is like, "What the hell's going on here?" And he's looking at this like, "What the fuck?" I
think the judges and like police officers, because like I watch a lot about like I know this has nothing to do with true crime, but like Cyrax, and I feel like the people, the powers that be, if you will, really need to learn more about the kind of communities and stuff that's going on and familiarize themselves with the, all of this, because this is my problem with this whole situation. Because of Betty, right? Because she has aligned herself with one particular person in this case. My kind of own bias, right? Because that's why I like Burnt Toast. I feel like she's very unbiased. She has her opinions about people, well, obviously, but she's never going to say, like, say she didn't like you. She would still support you because what's going on is not right. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, what Betty is doing to you is wrong. What she did to, what's his face over at the Geek Room was wrong. And so she has made me look at the dad very differently, whereas there are other true crime channels I watch that are very good. One of them being the Lore Lodge, who has questions about the parents. And so now, as a viewer and somebody who doesn't watch really the news, even though I'm like 41, I still get most of my information from YouTube, which I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm pretty good at gauging whether or not somebody's like actually telling, fact-based statements. But now I'm so frustrated on the dad's side. And I don't think that people who are in these situations understand that when you align yourself with someone who is so selfish, who is so self-serving, who is so obviously not doing these things for good, that she's literally, for people like me, completely muddying the waters. What do you guys think about that?
I think she is absolutely muddying the waters. But the truth of the matter is that Seth wanted that to happen. He wanted someone to basically, in my opinion, to do stuff like this. He knows, like, for instance, Tony Mathis says, I looked into Bullhorn Betty. Well, if you looked into Bullhorn Betty, you would know about what happened in Summer, the Summer case. You would know what happened with the Quentin case. You know how she interacts with people. And you would say, you know what I mean? Like, there's
Idaho 4, Layla Santinello, Kathleen Moore, Gabby Petito. The list is long with that one.
Yeah. And honestly, Tony Mathis is a garbage human being as well. He doxes people. He pretends to act stupid, like, no, I didn't mean dox you on TikTok. Well, he works with doxers. He fucks with people.
He doxed his own penis.
Well,
oh my God.
That was unintentionally.
Why are there so many men just showing their... Anyway.
To be fair, I think
he didn't, because he's an older gentleman. I don't think he realized.
Oh, I gotcha.
He had the green screen on, and when he set his phone down to go to the restroom, it just showed right on through.
Yeah, he wants to deny it, but no. He probably took the phone to the bathroom, took a piss. He didn't want to jump off the live stream, and it went through the green screen. I don't think he intentionally did it. But still, I probably would have stopped the live because he was in a public bathroom. He was basically in the public bathroom because he was like in a bar or something, But,
well, she's went after several missing families. I mean, she told.
Yeah. I saw the whole Summer Wells thing.
It was dead. They helped Don Wells. Made Don Wells lose his job and pretty much made sure he couldn't get a job afterwards. They stalked him down nonstop. Stalked the grandparents down, the grandma down, the aunts and uncles down. They went to Quentin Simons and played baby noises instead.
I can't believe that. That was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, they went. Her and Molly went to a furniture store because they slept.
I remember that.
Over, and they slept through the whole shit. So they went there and caused this manager to lose her fucking job. Because
she did lose her job?
Yeah, hell yeah, she lost her job. Bullshit. Absolutely, she did.
They were like, hi, like name tag saying Karen. But here's the other thing too, is that I do watch a lot of other. I mean, I know Laura Lodge is who I mentioned, and they could be biased.
Yeah, I feel like he's
that.
very biased, and I'm ready for him to do his deep dive on Seth. I want to see the first 3 shows he's got on Seth.
I want to see that too. But the problem is that everything gets so convoluted because I like to kind of get I like to look at every side. I'm very much one of the, I have no idea what's going on in this case because well, how much I hate Betty and how much I think her involvement is hurt. But at the same time, like, as much as I hate Betty and as much as I don't trust Seth, do you think that there's a possibility that when you are so, and this is saying if Seth had nothing to do with it, and I don't know, because I literally have no idea what's going on anymore. There's a lawyer who does a statement analysis, and he's very skeptical, but also he's not made any like, this is what's going on kind of statements, but he's skeptical on both sides. I'm starting to think they all just did something. I don't know. But when it comes to Seth, like, do you think that there are people who are just so unbelievably desperate that if someone who is going to bring more light, which I hate to even, right? Because the whole, bad press is still press, right? Do you think that somebody could just be desperate?
That's wrong.
I do.
I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong.
I'm saying no. Let me.
Some people think it's true.
Bad press is good. For this case, for some situations like Betty, yeah, it could be true. But for this case, it's not, because the problem is that you want legitimate sources to actually come into this case and give some sort of kind of guidance and information and spread awareness. Do you think a Grizzly True Crime is going to actually want to cover this case after this? Do you think Duty Ron's like, yeah, I'd love to cover this case?
Oh, no.
Do you think any of those legitimate true crime channels who have legitimate people with backgrounds in law enforcement want anything to do with Bullhorn Betty, Tony Mathis, and the Blues Crews of morons? No, they don't.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's like you created a situation, a toxic situation, where legitimate true crime channels don't want to be involved because they don't want their whole life being fucked with by crazy people.
Right.
And they just want to talk about true crime.
But like you said, don't get the whole Queen Bee thing. They're like, why are you burning toast? I don't understand this statement.
Well, there's a lot of people, like I said, there's a lot of people that don't understand the YouTube world. Imagine reading a court document that says Queen Bee, Queen Bee Escobar of the Hive, attacked me with burnt toast and blank screen.
When you can't even.
And Jet was on panel with Cheyenne and David and Miss Fletcher and Kodo. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, who? What?
And the
watcher, she was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we made a joke one day. I said, oh, here, you know what? Montana Jade, you're going to be in the Artist Creek. You're going to be subpoenaed. Tracy, you're going to be subpoenaed. You know what I'm saying? Like, went through the chat, all these fucking names. They don't understand the YouTube world or the names.
Do you think that maybe people like Seth Rogers don't understand that? Like, maybe he didn't understand that, and now he's in a situation where he's just having his ass pat so much.
No, he knew about the situation.
No. If you believe
the guy, what happened is the guy says he's been watching YouTube and watching channels constantly, and 5 days after, and 5 days after his son goes missing, was it 5 days or maybe less? His sister starts a GoFundMe that's in her name for 3 days. My God. 3 days. Okay, the guy knew what was up. He knew what time it was. He puts his Cash App everywhere. He knew exactly what was up. And what does he do? I mean, like you know what I mean? The guy knew what time it was. Him pretending that he had no clue about this stuff, I'm not buying it. The guy's been on YouTube for probably since 2011. He knows how it is on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to ask those questions, and actually what you just said clear up a lot of that for me. And I just hate the fact that this person literally feels as though she has to hop out of her car and run at some person and say whatever she wants to, when it's going to very much interfere with things like, you know, my ability to look at the parent of a missing child in a logical way, and I just, you know, automatically want to take somebody else's side because of her, but yet Queen Bee can't criticize her. That's the thing that I have. It frustrates the heck out of me, and I just want her to go away. And that's really, I just wanted to ask a couple questions and share a viewer's perspective, and I really appreciate you guys letting me come up.
Yeah, I appreciate
and
you
that
coming
did
up.
clear up a couple of things. I wanted to know whether or not. Oh, one other quick thing. Whatever happened with he claimed happened to his child in California that the parents knew about, and I don't want to say it on a live stream about what happened to the child, but then I heard he was lying about that. Annie Elise went over it, and it was very quick because I don't think she's a very big fan of him at all. But he said statement that his kid was abused in a non-okay, well, there's no okay manner to abuse a child, but there was some essay going on in the school or something. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
I didn't hear about the school incident. I never heard about that. I never heard about
There's a news interview with him. There's an older news interview with him where he's talking about the parents and how when they were in, I guess, California, that
I heard about the older friend. Yeah, I heard about the.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm trying. Say that again. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Me? Oh, I think that me. I think he. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names. I think you might be on the right track. That an older friend said him, and but he made that in a news statement and said that like the parents didn't do anything. Mom. If I can find a clip of it, I'll throw it in the chat.
Well, most of us know what you're speaking of, but again, why did that get brought out? Why is that being brought out? Isn't that too much information? And like, is it?
Well, he said it in a news interview, and then I believe that Annie Lee.
Hold on, yeah, say one at a time. I'm having a really hard time. Like you're cackling, your thing's cutting out a little bit. Yeah, Twin, I see you, but can you go? Yeah, say that. I'm confused. You can't put a link in the chat, anyways, baby. But you can email it to me. That's fine.
I think she's referring to the incident where like the older friend took his innocence. That was the allegation, and that the family did nothing. Remember that? Remember Seth made that allegation?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do remember. I do remember that now. What's that got to do with the school? What about the school? What am I missing? I'm not putting two and two together. What am I missing, baby? I'm like between your mic cutting out and me not knowing and you getting interrupted every 2 seconds, I'm having a really hard time putting this together, honey. That's all.
No, I think you guys covered it. I think I just was remembering things. I also just woke up like an hour ago. It takes me a little while. I haven't had all my coffee yet. But I think that answered the question because there was an allegation that Seth made about something happening to his kid. And then it was.
But I don't think that happened at the school. I don't think that had anything to do with the school.
No. I was mishearing that. I was misremembering what happened. I just know that Seth made an allegation, and apparently that was not true. That he was not essayed, and that Seth was kind of like just making that up. That's what I had heard. So, that's why I'm
that's when the hate train started with Katie. Yes, I remember that. I remember all that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because like I was watching Annie Elise talk about the case. She's not a big fan of Seth, and she had mentioned she showed that clip of him talking about it, and then right after the clip ended, she goes, "And we all know, and we now know that's a lie." But I didn't really understand what she was saying was a lie, so that was just the other question that I had.
All right, baby. Well, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you all have a wonderful day. And Queen Bee, I'm sending out all the positive vibes and, good stuff.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, love.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for answering my questions, guys. All right, bye.
No problem. Have a good day, baby. Marsha from NM gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. Dev, for your stamina and transparent fight against this Queen Bee. Not much, but thank you for standing up. I appreciate that, Dev. Thank you so much. Seeker gifted 10 memberships. Make sure if you guys got one from Seeker or Marsha, you guys, shoot them a thank you. I know sometimes it's hard, so people have been saying thank you in the comment section and stuff when they realize they got them or when they check their email. So I do appreciate you guys, saying thanks anytime you find out or get it, because I know people read those comments and stuff. So that was Jet. That's who was talking. Her name is Jet. She's from Burnt Toast. She found our channel basically from the court filings that Burnt Toast was reading off. So anyhow, we're gonna keep it moving here, and we're at 30. We left off at 32 minutes yesterday. We were 32 minutes into her bullshit response, which we're gonna continue to go over. But listen, I thought this was interesting, and I'm gonna play this real quick. It's like the first probably 15 seconds or something. I don't know. Anyhow, listen to what they say. Basically,
these canines found missing people. In 2023, when an 8-year-old autistic boy went missing.
Okay, in 2023, when an 8-year-old autistic boy went missing, follow with me here, okay? Follow with me here.
Cops called in specialized help from a rookie canine named Bo.
Oh, boy. Let's go. Come on.
The nonverbal boy wandered out of his Crestview, Florida home.
The nonverbal boy, and it's nighttime, right? Wandered out of his home. Now, mind you, now keep watching, because this is eerily familiar, right? It's nonverbal, well, not nonverbal, but autistic boy outside at nighttime, wandered off or left, one or the other.
We don't see anything on screen. We hear everything.
Oh, shit. Here, I didn't know it was gosh dang it, man. Here, baby. Let me put this up. Sorry about this.
Oh, there we go. Now we can see it.
Let me redo a redo. Damn it. Here we go.
These canines found missing people. In 2023, when an 8-year-old autistic boy went missing, cops called in specialized help from a rookie canine named Bo.
Oh, boy. Let's go. Come on.
The nonverbal boy wandered out of his Crestview, Florida home.
Back it up, Terry. Back it up, Terry. Shit. You guys didn't even tell me the screen wasn't up there. Can y'all hear it okay still?
Yes, we can.
So basically, there's a nonverbal 8-year-old boy that had wandered out of the home at nighttime. Okay? Barefoot. No phone, no nothing, no gaming, no nothing, right? He got upset and left his home. Does this sound, it sounds really familiar, doesn't it? Eerily familiar.
It was Bo's first search, and once he got a whiff of the child, he was off to find him. It took less than 10 minutes for Bo to find the boy.
Hey, bud. How are you? I got him, Rob. All right, roger that.
Now, it would have been wonderful if the same happened with Sebastian. However, you notice, okay, and this is the only reason why I'm playing this real quick, is it does happen. Autistic children leave their homes for whatever reason it may be, but to blame the parents and say automatically the parents are guilty, just like this child left his home barefoot, no phone, and he's found behind a bush in the neighbor's yard. And he's so scared, and so he doesn't even, they finally use the dog to get him to come out. They use the dog, and then they let him walk the dog back. But you'll notice he's barefoot as well, and he's 8. So, there's a difference. I understand there's like some years difference, but just watch.
This is so similar, Queen.
Yeah, it really is. I thought, oh my God, this is eerily similar.
This is wild.
Because the child had special needs, cops had to figure out a way to get him comfortable enough to go with them.
Awesome. Good job, Bo. Bo. You want to pet Bo?
Want to check you out?
You want to come hang out with Bo?
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Got a lot of people that are looking for you.
You want to hold my hand? You want to hold the leash?
The child walked back home with Bo and the deputies to reunite him with his worried family.
I'm glad you're safe, buddy. That's all that matters. All the people care about you.
And Bo was showered with praise.
Good job, buddy. Save the day.
Good job. Pretty work.
Good job.
Not bad for Bo's first search and rescue. In May of 2024, a police canine and drones helped bring a boy with autism back to his family. Sergeant Towney from Georgia's Gwinnett County Police Department got out of his patrol car and put a leash on.
Yeah, so how eerily similar was that? Did you guys see the way he was found? Let me see here. Let me back it up, Terry. Back it up, Terry. Back it up. I noticed his fucking little feet were bare feet, too.
You want to pet Bo?
Want to check you out?
Out with Bo?
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
And he's hiding in the bushes next to the neighbor's house.
Got a lot of people that are looking for you.
You want to hold my hand? You want to hold the leash?
The child walked back home with Bo and the deputies to reunite him with his worried family.
I'm glad you're safe, buddy. That's all that matters. All the people care about you.
And Bo was.
See right there. Look at his little bare feet. See his little bare feet?
Right there. Yep, up by the B. Yeah.
It happens. This child is 8 years old. I understand Sebastian's 15, but it happens. This is a nonverbal autistic child who got upset at nighttime, left his home, and took off.
Yeah, he could have been upset that he was going to have to move with his dad.
And what if they didn't find out until the next morning at 6 a.m. that he was gone? And heaven forbid he had kept walking and not hid in the neighbor's bushes. Then you get somebody like Betty saying, the mother did it. She killed him.
Well,
she did it.
Betty's like, the mother cannot produce the child, so she's guilty. The house.
Oh, he left on her watch. She did it. She's guilty. That's it. That's all. Mom killed him. That's it. There's no other option. None. No other options. None at all. Mom killed him.
Can we address that people are saying there was no scent of him leaving the house? Chris said that's not accurate. Chris talked about how the dogs tracked his scent off the house. Why do people not believe there was no scent of him leaving the house?
Yeah,
Chris
didn't he like he went to the lake or something like that?
Yes, that retaining pond.
Yes,
as well.
The
He
dogs
worked
went
with
to the
Gray
retention
Hughes.
pond. Yes.
Yes, and he worked with Gray Hughes to recreate the path. So, like, even basic facts are becoming negated.
Oh God, we have to look at this lady with her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she kind of reminds me of like the wrestlers in the fucking 80s with her.
Well, we're 32 minutes in. We
With
left
the
off
leotard.
yesterday. Well, I mean, you don't have to if you got stuff you got to do. I understand that sometimes she gets a little fucking boring. But
Yeah, I'll listen. I'll listen. She's like got her leotard on. She reminds me.
I
of
was gonna
the
say, if
80s
you got
wrestling.
stuff you got to do, baby, go run your errands now. If you don't want to listen to her, you're like, hell with that. I don't want to hear that fucking lady. Shit. So
My
that's all.
bingo wings are bigger than her bingo wings.
Oh man, she could not, man, fuck, she just can't help herself. She was live fucking this morning talking more shit.
Well, she's collecting the money because it's the last time she's going to be able to collect on this case with that fucking protective.
She's like, I ain't gonna be able to talk to him and talk about him much more. Hey, Sun Beach, how are you, baby doll? The dog went straight to the lake. If you remember listening to the 911 dispatch call,
Yes.
yeah.
He went to that retaining pond. Yes, he did.
And if he
French
was
tribe said, my son is 15, autistic, and anxiety makes him flee, and he laughs so no one would know he's actually in flight mode. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's things that happen, accidents happen, kids leave, they wander off. I mean, they get upset. It does just because the child, like, you know, here we go. Sebastian went missing, and because Katie was the only one home and was the last one to see him. Oh my God, it's her fault. She did it. She murdered him. That's not. You can't just say that shit about people.
Also, you have to realize if, like, let's say that like Katie did something to him in the house, why would they be a scent leading to the lake? Wouldn't it be like she'd probably take him to the car and drive, and the scent would end there? if the scent went to the lake, that means that he probably walked to the lake area, like the retaining pond. Just a thought for those true crime sleuthing people.
Oh, let's not mention he loves water too. That was he loves water, and I
mean, let's go ahead and let's blur all the actual facts, and let's make them all Betty logic.
Well, here we go. We watched the other. So if you guys weren't here yesterday, we watched we did commentary on the other 30 minutes. We got about 30 more minutes of this bullshit. We'll try to get through it as fast as we possibly can.
You guys had me laughing yesterday.
This is her reaction to the first one. The first one. Today's reaction was to the other two that she found out about yesterday. We'll watch them both. Here we go.
Intimidated by you rambling right now. Well, they probably do feel intimidated by me rambling right now. Freedom of speech, respectfully, absolutely.
Nobody's intimidated by you rambling, Betty.
So I don't know what they were expecting to accomplish with this, but if they're trying to get me arrested, I'll willingly get arrested. I have no problem doing that. Not one bit whatsoever. Won't be.
Please resist arrest. Please resist arrest.
It's not going to go
willingly. We know, judging by your arrest record, we know you ain't scared to go to jail. We know you ain't scared to get arrested, girl.
Please, by all that is holy and unholy, resist arrest so that we can get like I'll keep it quiet. I'll keep it quiet.
You don't have to keep it. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm just hoping she resists.
I'll play it. You know what I mean? It's all right.
Then I'm saying I hope she resists arrest. That's all I'm hoping. Resist arrest, Betty. Resist arrest.
It'll be the first time. Like I said, it won't be the last time. But I can promise you, the civil suit is going to be massive. You can't do this to somebody, and you can't lie and have.
There's another threat of the lawsuit. We're about to count how many threats the lawsuit she makes. In
oh
one
my
video.
God! I'm gonna have to go. I might have to go bust the bell out of retirement, yo.
She wants to be arrested. Hell yeah, she does, because then she can throw more of a fit about it.
Yeah. Well, then she can make money. Oh, I got arrested. See, I went to jail over Sebastian Rogers. I'm dedicated. You're a fucking scumbag.
On the next episode of Cops, we have Machete Betty.
Somebody from jail. So, and then they'll get a counter. Yeah, it's not even a countersuit. Like they will have to deal with the Justice Department themselves. It doesn't make any sense. Why does she have a? I don't think they have a warrant. I think it might be read wrong. But I will tell you, they can do whatever they want. I've already been there. I don't talk to them. I don't go near them. So they're lying. They're absolutely lying. We have.
But hold on, you tried to get one on me. Matter of fact, you tried for 6 months, and I had to defend myself with an attorney. And you didn't. I never spoke to you, not one time. Never seen you. Never been in front of you. Never emailed you. Never fucked with you. Never been on a panel with you. Never been face to face with you. Nothing. Never even been in the same fucking state as you until you came to my state in my city.
Yep. She looks like a blobfish, by the way.
So when she says all this, it's like null and void. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. You did all the same shit, Betty. You did all the same shit.
My commentary. She looks like a blobfish.
Betty's on a run.
Well, I have law enforcement watching it. They can kiss my ass too, quite frankly. But I'll go there willingly. Let me find out they're monkeying around with it, because I know that they.
You're telling law enforcement to kiss your fucking ass? Oh, that's back in the blue real good, ain't it, buddy? You back the blue though, huh? They can kiss your ass. Let's see.
Well, I have law enforcement watching it. They can kiss my ass too,
Nice way to back the blue, Bets.
Quite frankly. But I'll go there willingly. Let me find out they're monkeying around with it, because I know that they watch me.
Conspiracy.
They watch what I'm doing. But I knew there was going to be some F stuff coming up because I'm trying to do this gathering of voices, and what they don't want to see is a whole bunch of people out there demanding answers. That's what they don't want to see, because they're so offended that somebody might think they're doing it so much that, well, I'm not the one changing their story every 5 minutes. They are.
Hey, Queen, Amy's
What, baby? I'm sorry.
Miss Amy's in the back.
Oh, okay. What's up? Hey, Amy. Here, let me pull you up, baby. Hold on 1 second. How are you, baby?
Fine. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good. She made 200 videos on Sebastian Rogers. First TikTok, plus her other YouTube.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. I know you're a little bit nervous or like a little bit worked up. Slow down, Peanut, so I can hear you, okay?
Okay.
200.
What?
She has made so many videos about this.
Betty's made a lot of videos about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has.
Amy, did you say 200?
Yeah, almost 200.
Almost 200 videos on
She's made
Sebastian.
almost 200 videos about Sebastian Rogers. Is that what you're saying, love?
Yes.
Okay. I believe that. Yep. She's not doing very good right now, is she?
No.
You know what? I think she's getting a little bit of her karma back, eh?
Yes. Okay.
How was your Saturday? How's your Saturday, baby? You doing all right? You having a good day?
Yes.
Good. Are you going to stay here and keep listening with us?
Yes.
All right. You pop back up if you got something else to say.
Okay.
All right, love. We'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, baby.
The day is why does it won't stay up? TN nurse says since the day is exactly 5 months from the day he went missing. Could this be negoport? Be a negoport? I think of a negligent charge. I don't know. But you know what? It is funny that she likes the 26th, doesn't she? Her son disappeared on the 26th. 5 months later, she's trying to get a content creator that's doing investigative journalism on their case. I've never talked to them. Never harassed them. They can never say that under. They can't even say they've received an email from me. I've got like literally. I can put a screenshot of my conversation with Chris months ago.
That's already been put out, and all he told you was that he never texted or never commented in your chat, not one time. You had a fucking troll in your chat. That's it. That's all he said was he was not in your chat. Didn't say shit else about anything else.
Yeah.
But you've dogged him for fucking days. You've called him a murderer and everything else. You even have fucking t-shirts with his face on it. You know, that you were wearing when you chased down his dad.
She's speaking facts. They want to keep their narrative going. Betty stays hated on because she's doing something right. Yeah, exactly. No good deed goes unpunished. She filed a PO against you. What the hell? It's crazy. Yeah, she's gonna have to explain to the judge. If the judge extends it a second time, then I'm gonna contact the state attorney, like the state attorney, not the district attorney. What does Seth have to say about all of this? Well, when we were out to lunch earlier today, it was just we talked a little bit about the protective order or something like that, and I told them, I said, well, I'll deal with it when I get back home. I mean, they still have to properly serve me, which they haven't, because again, I'm not in the state, and everything on my end doesn't show me who the party is, and everybody's trying to tell me it's Katie, but on my end, it doesn't tell me who the party is. So until I know who the party is, I can't face my accuser, until I'm served, and I haven't been served because I'm not home and haven't been home for a week. Seth needs to get an attorney. Well, I think that at some point that's going to be. Yeah, she is afraid. She's afraid of somebody uncovering the truth. I went her video last night just to see what was going on there, and she showed something saying she's taking VHB to court. I think she's crazy. I'm not subscribed to her. Who's taking me to court, Linda? Because I'm thinking these are two separate things.
So either somebody's trolling her in chat, or they're trying to tell her something.
They may not be.
I missed that.
Either way, the truth can't stay hidden forever. No.
She said you can't stay hidden forever and ever.
Yeah, but this lady basically just said she's having lunch with Seth, talking about the protective order. And this is what I'm saying. This motherfucker, and I'm going to say this, is fully supporting the fact of his ex-wife and the family of his ex-wife being harassed and having lunch with this lady. So please, stop with the bullshit. People say, you're attacking the father of a missing child. No, how about he stops having lunch with BHP and giving her tips on how to fuck with his ex-wife? How's that? How about that? How about that? That would be great. That would be wonderful.
That's why I missed the other part, because my brain was still stuck on she had lunch with Seth and they were talking about this. Now Seth is, whether he's on leave or whatever, he's still a law enforcement official, right?
And he knows what
you just
harassment is.
acknowledged to a law enforcement official that you know that there's an ex parte order on yourself.
Yeah, and he's having lunch with this person, and he's fucking giving her tips. Hey, you know, what would be best to harass my ex-wife? You know what I mean? And this guy is going to say, I'm going to get a lawyer. What are you going to get a lawyer for? And then she's talking about getting a lawyer. Man, you're a year and a half late on that one. I'm just saying, you should have gotten a lawyer a while ago. And he probably would have gave you the best advice, which was stop the bullshit and move the fuck on with your life. That's what he probably would have told you. And the lawyer that you're going to hire for this protective order is probably going to look at you like you're fucking got two heads. He probably won't even want to work with you unless you throw down $5,000. So, I mean, we'll see if you can raise $5,000 or more for an attorney to have a retainer, but you're not.
Boy, if you wouldn't have paid somebody's $12,000 mortgage, you could have had an attorney.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about Betty. Betty's talking about getting a lawyer for this protective order or whatever and all this stuff. She's talking about suing people, counter-suing people. She's full of fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this woman's going to go pro se because she's an idiot, okay? And one day a judge is going to sanction her ass, and it's going to be marvelous. It's going to be marvelous because, your ass is all over the news. Every time you're on the news, it's negative, Betty. The Summers case, it was negative. The Quentin case, they called you a money-making circus. Okay, in this case, you're harassing the mother of a missing child. You're all the time negative. Like, it's never a positive thing. It's never like, oh, BHP saved some orphans or something like that. It's always like something so fucked up. It's unbelievable. And this woman sits there and says, I never harassed that woman. I never even seen her in 100 feet. Well, ma'am, you've been to her house. You talk about her surveillance. You talk about checking out her surveillance. You talk about putting posters on the property, like jumping on the property, saying you're not on the property, but you actually were. People pointed that motherfucker out. You talk about how she's a killer, how, like all these things that is defamation, by the way. You know that this stuff is fucking major defamation. And
How about what she pulled yesterday with going to where the camper is parked, the RV is parked, walking around. Then she went and found all the gas stations, Lowe's, Walmart, inserted herself in an investigation. Like, this is all, not only is she doing it to that, but she's also potentially tainting evidence that could say law enforcement.
If you think law enforcement have not checked those areas by now, because the thing is, you have to check those areas early on because businesses delete their videos. They have they delete the videos after 30 to 60 days. It's just gone. So they go to these locations already. It's just how it is. They do it. So you're going in there 5 months late means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. They're not going to have it, even if they were allowing you to have that.
But what I meant was that also stirs up hate towards the family again, and then can cause more issues even there locally for Chris. Say Chris had to run, and something happened with his truck and he needed to run into O'Reilly's or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Something happened with a camper and he had to run into Lowe's. Well, now he could have a problem there because Betty's been plastering and doing all of this when there's law enforcement has said that it doesn't appear to be foul play on the parts of the parents.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I didn't even notice that. Are we glitching or something? Because I see 1,500 people. All right.
Did we what?
No, I see we have exactly 1,500 people in chat.
Wow, congratulations. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, please tap that thumbs up.
You with the thumbs up all the time. But anyway, this guy is, it's just ridiculous with this woman. I really do not like this lady. I really do not like this lady. Of all the people I'm fucking used to, no, it's no glitch between. Yeah, I was like, it's exactly, now it's 15:02. Okay. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy.
What happened? What, did you think something was wrong?
Yeah, you had exactly 1,500 people.
I was watering and feeding the dogs, listening to you guys. I heard you say that. And I'm like, what's wrong? I came over here to look like, what's going on? And
no, Queen, like you had exactly 1,500 people. I was like, is this a glitch? It's been like that for like a solid minute. You know how it changes? And I was like, oh. Are we like offline right now? It's like,
Tim, way to give me
Canine Charlie gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Canine Charlie. I appreciate you supporting the hive. Let's see here. Council Nika. Let's see. Betty tries to sue the police for bullying her. Shell, member for 6 months. Bed slug Betty needs a gag order. Yeah, she really does. Honestly, she really does. Aussie Trisha gifted 5 memberships. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all supporting the hive. If y'all got one, make sure you tell them thank you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, they can do whatever they need to do. But she's lying through her teeth. Yeah, still in Tennessee. Why would I leave? I've got no reason to. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't committed a crime. So why would I leave? If they need to arrest me, they can arrest me. Again, I'll bond out, and they will be. I'm telling you, she lied under oath. Someone said your name is on the record there. To look it up. Yeah, I do have my name, but it's for the protective order that needs to be served to me in Florida, which apparently they tried to serve to me, but I was already out of the state. And but see, on my end, when I look up my name, it doesn't say who the party is. And when you look up Katie's name, you see an ex-parte warrant with her information. So it's very, very confusing. They can serve you there. Oh, they have to serve me there. Heck, here, Jack. Again, I ain't running from nothing.
She's been watching me, parroting me again. Who says Jack?
You do?
I do. Nonstop. She's done, son, or you know what I mean? That's a fact, Jack. Yeah, she's starting to parrot what I say, so I know she's been watching my shit.
They can serve me wherever I'm at. They got it served.
It's not hard to figure that out, Betty. You are being blatantly obstinate. You don't want to accept the fact that you did do abhorrent behavior towards the victims of a missing child. And we warned you that this could happen. Warned you. But here we are. Go forward. It's going to be great fun for all of us. And she does look stressed.
Yeah, she looks really stressed.
Oh, poor Katie. We questioned. Yeah. But you know what? Maybe this is a blessing in disguise because I think we'll get more answers this way anyways. You know, because they can't stop me from suing her. They can't stop me from getting discovery. Anyways, when's the gathering? The gathering.
Really, you didn't get any discovery and I didn't get any discovery. The case was dismissed except for the 2 parts, and then you refiled. So you honestly really think that you're going to get discovery and from suing the mother of a missing child?
Yeah.
That's what you're worried about.
She thinks that if she sues her, then she can get like her cell phone and find out all the messages and dig in because she'll find she's smarter than the cops, Betty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all, and she knows that.
Well, that sounds like
brings on the 20
process, doesn't it? Doesn't that really sound like abuse of the legal process?
Yes, it does.
26th. I'll be there at Sumner County Sheriff. No better place to arrest me than right there, don't you think? Yeah, I know. Well, you know what we could do? We could start doing a writing campaign to the courts by the 8th to just let them know that this is a lie if it is. I mean, again, I haven't been served with anything. I don't know anything about nothing other than what's being posted on social media. And I'm sorry, that's not good enough for the courts. Tit for tat, she's trying to say I harassed her. I've never even talked to the lady.
Back at you. Like I said, I never even talked to you. Never, not one time. But you had one against me, or you tried to get one against me.
Discovery would just be you harassing them. Oh, God. You guys are so stupid. You know what? Get off here. I even put that. Anybody that talks trash, you know, we got this on 5 days. Just go ahead and hit them. Just clear them out. Block them. I don't have time for their BS. I'm not going to argue with idiots. He's doing well. Hopefully he can go back to work soon. That's what he's hoping his doctor releases him. Well, you got to remember, Katie's probably going crazy, stir crazy, because everybody knows she did something to her kid. You know, there's no evidence that the boy walked out. I don't give a rat's ass what Nick Vera says, whether they've been cooperative or not. They have not been cleared of this crime. Why can't they clear Chris and Katie? Why can't?
You just keep digging yourself a bigger hole.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Little Irish girl says, nobody tell Betty about license plate readers. That's too funny. Sharon gifted 5 memberships. If you guys got one, make sure you tell her thank you. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that.
Can't they clear them? Okay? I don't care about cooperation. The bottom line is that there's no evidence of this child walking out of their home. Should have said, elect. I don't know what that word is. Could be they have been waiting for the car for a certain time frame to serve her for negligent. It was 5 months to the day. Huh? Possibly. I don't know. Why would we want to talk to her for what? Why would I know? Hey, I offered her to come on the channel and clear the air, but hey, you know, and I said it publicly. I've never even reached out to them. I don't even think by communication.
Shocker.
She has an RO on you. Why the fuck would she come on your channel? Are you serious?
This is the whole point of her situation. She wants the whole pressure campaign, pressure breaks pipes, is so that the person can go on her show. And that's why she was like, nice to Seth, because he went on the show multiple times. She got subs, she got views. But I guarantee if Katie early on and Chris went on her show, she'd be singing a different tune. But the whole fact is that this lady is just doing this for fucking views, and she does not give 2 fucks about this case. Not 2 fucks. And she keeps on saying, like, she can't produce the child. Well, how the fuck is she going to produce the child if the child is missing? You're not guilty because you have a missing child, dumbass. And also, discovery. Discovery is for things that are relevant to a case, a civil case. You can't do a fishing expedition. That's what they call it, a fishing expedition, to look at someone's search history. It has to be relevant to the case that you're suing about. You have no case against Chris and Katie. If they have a legitimate judge that says, yes, we've looked at the evidence and we have basically, because there's a higher, it's not preponderance of evidence, it's beyond a reasonable doubt, basically, when you go into the criminal outside. And if it's beyond a reasonable doubt that they sit there and they says, yeah, you should get it for order of protection, you have no civil case. You're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. And if they arrest you, good luck. You can sue the fucking state of whatever, state of Tennessee for their arrest. But you know what? They're fulfilling their duty. And you can try for malicious prosecution and all that stuff. But all they're going to do is they're going to pull up your record and make you look like a dirtbag. And that's it. I mean, you're going to be years of litigation pro se. And you're going to enjoy yourself dealing with paying more money for nothing. So you don't know what you're talking about. I'm shocked that you sit there and you say, I don't know what this warrant for her and me for being you're supposed to be the legal expert. You're supposed to be the person with the fucking knowledge, but you have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. You never had a clue what the fuck you're talking about. You're full of shit. You have a high school education and you're dumb as a bag of fucking hammers. Can you please stop going online and listening to this fucking idiot? This lady is dumb. She's so stupid. She is considered a weapon of mass destruction if we sent her to another country. She's too dumb. I swear to God, we should remove some people's rights to the internet.
She's blatantly ignoring the fact that there were dogs that followed the scent leaving the house. She just stated there's no proof he left the house. Yes, there is, Betty. Yes, there is. Because you want to be willingly ignorant of facts doesn't make you right.
Yeah. Because you're stupid
doesn't
make you right.
Mass destruction.
I'm shaming her education because she sits there and because the one thing that gets me so fucking annoyed is not the lack of education. It's the arrogance of thinking that she's like she knows what the fuck she's doing. If you're dumb in this section, you don't know what you're talking about, and you say, yeah, I don't know about this section. To me, I'll give you a congratulations. I say, yeah, that shows that you're actually smart. You know what you're limited in. If you came up to me and says, can you, if you put me on Jeopardy and says, can you name the actors' names? I'd be like, no, I'd lose that completely. I'm an idiot when it comes to that. There's certain sections that you are ignorant of. But this lady taunts herself as this legal expert, as this brilliant mind, and she pretends it. And she thinks she can fake it until she makes it. But the problem is she's dealing with families of missing children and dead and deceased children or deceased people. And it's like, this is a higher stakes game. You're not trying to fucking sell us a car or pretend to fucking sell us a course online. This is a stakes. This is where people's lives are a matter. And you should educate yourself. But you spent almost 5 to 6 years on this fucking platform, and you know nothing about what your business is about. You know nothing. You never went for a PI license. You never actually went to any further education. You bought self-help books. You read self-help books for your education. What the fuck? Anyway, Queen, you get it to play. I'm sorry.
You called her a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, that will be in the next filing. They called me a weapon of mass destruction. It's a joke. It's rhetoric. It's a joke, moron. Like, holy fuck. This woman does not understand sarcasm, jokes, anything. And this is the problem with this fucking country. Idiots like this. I swear to God, idiots like this have ruined this country. Like, really have. Stupid people have no clue about the rights of this country, have no clue what the fuck they're talking about, and they Google something and they think they're a law expert. Sorry, Betty. Google does not give a degree out for the law. Be right back.
Oh, okay. So, I don't really have anything to follow that with.
Man, I'm done, son. B Tim's over here ranting the fuck off, Bo. He's got a lot to say. Little Bo. Little Bo. B Tim, you got a lot to say, Tim B. Snapping out today. He said, fuck the bullshit. I'm tired. Tired of holding on to this shit. Right. At Kels, look what she said. Look. Good negative Saturday morning. Holy shit, man. B Tim covered everything, didn't he? Boom. Just dropped it all.
FYI, did you hear he called her a weapon of mass destruction? I'm sure it's going to make the filing. Just FYI.
Terrorist. All right, here we go.
I mean, outside of Chris reaching out to me, I think I reached out to him one time. I can't remember. I've got to go back to the messenger. I haven't seen even the messenger since, I think, March. Yeah, it says file. Well, she definitely likes to utilize the court systems improperly. This time it's going to bite her in her ass. Yeah, I know it's the 26th. So we'll see how it all rolls. If and when I get served with a protective order to appear when they can properly serve me, I will appear in court. I can tell you I'm bringing a whole bunch of receipts because she's going to have to prove I harassed her. How is she going to prove I harassed her? She doesn't like my commentary? Oh, fucking well. Don't like my commentary. Nobody's forcing you to watch it. You know? So, Katie and Chris, this is not about you. It's about your son. Well, apparently it's all about Betty, don't you know? So, we'll deal with it when it gets there. But yeah, I don't.
And Betty makes it about everybody but herself. Huh. It's this person's fault. It's this one's fault. It's that one's fault. This. Yeah, she fuck your commentary.
It's all your fault, Queen. It's all Queen Bee's fault. It's all Queen's fault.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck she keeps putting my name into this, and she keeps trying to. I don't understand why she's trying to do that, but she keeps like popping in little things. Like she'll put in little bit of shit here and a little bit of shit there. Like she deliberately makes those comments though, I think, to make people feel like I'm a part of this. You know what I mean? Like to involve me in it.
It's absolute bullshit. It's getting to the point of like she's defaming you more. She thinks like you're in the center of all this shit, but it actually shows that her brain is fucking rotting, in my opinion, where she is like in this conspiracy mind that there's a group of people trying to take her down. Betty, did it ever enter your mind that the group of people, everyone just doesn't like you? Like, we're not all friends. We're not all friends here. There's some of us, we don't even like each other, but we can all agree that we do not like you even more. We can all literally we could solve world peace right now because we all just don't like you. With all our differences, with all our different backgrounds, we don't like you, Betty, because you're a piece of shit. Plain and simple. There's no conspiracy. We just don't like you. Maybe it's the problem is you. Maybe you should look in the mirror. Maybe you should shave your head and regrow all the hair that you just killed on your head. I don't know. Just a suggestion. That was a suggestion from Lisa from Prime Fashion. She said she's got to have to start all over. I agree with her. I would probably do it if I was better. But anyway, yeah. But it is what it is. Let's continue. I'll keep quiet.
Oh no, you will not. You went on the whole rant. They said, "What happened to B Tim?"
Yeah, I'm actually like
they are loving it. They were cracking up. All right, here we go.
I understand why my PayPal has charged. I was gifted a membership. You're talking to the wrong person. You're going to have to call Google or YouTube or whatever. I have no earthly idea. I don't know. I don't have gifted memberships. I don't really go on a lot of people. Oh, excuse me, a lot of people's channels. Yeah, that month really gave her complex
gifted memberships.
Everything, food, attention, sheesh, yeah. I wish Kate would just tell us what happened that night. You know, would you have a flashlight going to the car? Nick Barris's video. I've been talking about Nick Barris's video. Why hasn't he been charged with harassment for producing the video? Because I'm using his video to commentate on. But I would love to see the judge's face when I tell him I've never met this lady, I've never spoken to this lady, I've never been around this lady. How can I possibly be harassing this lady? My commentary is protected under my constitutional rights. Me moving freely through that county and talking to whomever I choose to talk to is my right. They cannot prevent me from doing that. Any judge with a
that wasn't a flashlight, dumbass.
Knowledge of that.
Actually, they can. They can. Because each state, Betty, as I tried to tell both you and Moose Knuckle, when all this started, victims have rights, and you're still in the same state that has victims' rights, and they know how to enforce them. If a victim says, hey, this is going on, you don't even have to be in the presence of that person when you have done and harassed everybody around that person, you fucking moron.
Also, that wasn't a flashlight. It was actually debunked by Gray Hughes that said that was the glare from the camera lens that was recording the recording. So the two lights, there was only one light in there, and the other one was the reflection from the camera. You can actually watch Gray Hughes' coverage of this case. He actually debunked that bullshit. I don't know why after 4 months this lady still doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Even like an idiot like me who doesn't like closely follow, is not a true crime channel, who just cursory watches channels once in a while. I watched some cases here and there, knows that she's full of shit, she's dumb, and she keeps on saying shit that should have been like she should have known by now. This is her full-time job. She's a failure at her full-time job. She is a failure, a pathetic person, a garbage human being who, honestly, if I had it my way, I would probably have an IQ test for anyone that would actually want to start a channel, and I am pretty sure she would fail that test. I think she'd probably get like 89 on the test, and she'd fail, and then we would have to take her internet away from her. But unfortunately, we allow idiots to be online and even become multimillionaires and billionaires. Just happens. I don't know, honestly. But yeah, and also you would think that you would do an interview or go online and you wouldn't wear a fucking wrestler leotard on your live stream. Ma'am, how about you put on professional clothes, like outfits that you would look professional in? Why are you wearing a wrestler's leotard from the 1980s?
Okay, Tim, hold up now, dude. I get that you don't understand ladies' fashion. Let's just move on, because it's not a wrestler's leotard from the 80s.
It looks like it.
Dude, if I flip my fucking camera on, I'm going to look damn near close to Betty right now. So stop.
Well, then you're going to have to challenge Betty to a wrestling match. She'll consider that a threat if you say yes, so don't say yes. That's
no,
a joke,
I don't want to wrestle Betty. No.
She'll consider that a joke. They threatened me with wrestling with voices for the voiceless. I need a border of protection. Yeah, I guarantee you that would be like, I don't know. That would be.
I'm more worried about this angle she keeps holding her head at, and like it makes her look like maybe she's got an it.
This is like, like the giant. What was that guy who was like in the 80s? What was it? He was in that movie Princess, like some tale or something like that, story or whatever. Like, this is what I think about. You could, like, look at the back chat, and I was just like, like whenever I see that strap on, I'm thinking like this, what was his name? No one can remind me of that name. No, not Hulk Hogan.
Oh my God, you're
Andrew the Giant.
Singlet. Okay, I get it now.
She has the Andre the Giant singlet leotard, and she looks like Andre the Giant that let himself go really badly.
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, yes, Princess Bride. She does look like that to me. I always think she reminds me of Andre the Giant with the leotard.
We can call her Andra the Giant.
Andra the Giant. Oh my God. Andra the Giant. Oh shit. She probably take that as a compliment. She's like, oh, they think I'm a giant. Yeah, okay. My son wrestled in middle school, and yes, beat him. It hit it completely. Yeah. Andre the Giant. Andra the Giant. Andra the Giant douchebag. That's what she is.
Can we just call her douche because she's not really worthy of being the plastic bag that it comes in?
Yeah.
Anyway, we better hit the play button before we get any deeper into this hole.
Yeah, pretty much. Queen's like, she knows when I ran. She's like, okay, well, I can.
You can't do that. It's illegal.
You can't do that.
But it's all for.
It's illegal.
Puts in view. So I just hope Chris and Katie, whoever talked you into doing this, you were stupid and you were a pawn for them to make money off you. Just FYI, because at the end of the day, it's not going to stop what I'm doing at all. Because I have never been around you. And even if they gave me an order of protection to stay 500 feet away from you, guess what? I've never been around you. I already stay that far away from you. So again, moot point here. Never talked to the woman. Never talked to her husband. I texted with him. I think we've had 3 messages between us months ago. It's KP requesting the order of protection against you. You were lucky that it's the only one. Oh, good gracious! You know what? You guys are so eager to try to get me in trouble. Your whole plan of misfits that it's absolutely appalling and disgusting that you guys continuously break the law and encourage other people to do so as well. That's what bothers me about this, because she knows as well as I know that I've broken no laws. And this is literally just for content for these creators to say, oh, look what Betty did, trying to do this whole Turtle Boy thing. But Turtle Boy literally stalked people. He was.
Are you kidding me? Turtle Boy literally stalked people. Yes, just like you're doing, Betty. Just like you're doing. How in the hell does she not see this? Like, I don't understand. Look, right here. Here's this one. Here, check this out.
We're officially, after 3 years of being called Machete Betty, right? After 3 years of being called Machete Betty, might as well.
And the funny thing is, not one time in 3 years was she ever called Machete Betty. She's always been called Upsetty Betty, Crybaby Betty, that kind of stuff. Never one time has anyone ever called her Machete Betty. Never. No. Never that I'm aware of, man. Unless somebody has said that I don't know about. I've never heard her referred to as that ever. But here you go.
Well, almost 4 years now. Might as well give them. They've been waiting for a long time to finally get the picture. Here it is.
There you go. There's the picture of her holding it up, and then she's gonna tell him that she's gonna take it to Tennessee with her too.
That's gonna be like the exhibit A for the DA.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like the picture. Like, this is exhibit A for the protective order. She said she's called Machete Betty.
Machete Betty. We have a bedhead Betty, Krabby Betty. What was I? We got I don't know. I can't remember all the Bettys we have. We got Bullhorn Betty. We got Strangler Betty. We've got Machete Betty. We've got Bedhead Betty. We got Sweaty Betty. We have a whole line of dolls.
Yeah, now see, like I said, I've heard all those, but never Machete Betty. I've never ever heard her called that.
Imagine your child. Imagine you have a missing kid and you meet this woman. And she says, they call me Machete Betty. Okay. I mean, not exactly the name of the child advocate I would want to meet.
Absolute Shambles, the gift of 5 memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, love. If y'all got one, make sure you tell her thank you. Yeah, that's fucking this is wild as hell.
I got to start working on each of the designs. But yeah, we have a whole Betty line. I think we're going to call it Sweaty Betty. Why not? Sounds cool to me. What are you eating? Oh, hi.
Okay. Now you
You want
can't
to say
see
hi
what
to
she's
everybody,
saying.
or are you just coming over here to bark at me and be mean? So you just want.
No, I said Betty
Yeah.
Bad Red.
So she goes on to say that she's taking it to Tennessee with her. That's her live stream on her channel. So she definitely has it on there. That's for sure. Back to it.
Literally in their face at their baseball games. I have never even seen these people in real life. Again, she lied under oath.
Shit, I've never seen you in real life, ever. Not once. Not one time.
Why are such evil people who are apparently don't want to know? Because they never cared about Sebastian. They only, the people on here that are arguing with it only want clicks and views. That's all they care about, because I don't even know why. They don't even get paid for clicks and views, because their commentary is so trashy, they can't even get advertisement. And that's really the only clicks and views that matter, is for advertisement. You know, they get paid by people paying them to listen to them bitch for hours, which is insane for me. I don't make you guys do that. I give you guys good content. I get paid by ad revenue. That's how I roll. They don't want you near.
I do it for free, Betty. I do it for free.
Oh, sure. I even got a picture to prove it. And again, they weren't there. I wasn't harassed. I never even walked on the property. I stayed on public property. They cannot do that. Like this lady has lost her freaking coconuts. Sorry, the streets of the USA can be walked, driven. Exactly. That's why I said I'm not worried about it. They're going to get whatever they're going to get out of this story. But at the end of the day, Chris and Katie are probably going to be paying for this story for their friends to have their little clicks and views for some time. Because again, I've never harassed these people. Never, not once, have harassed these people. And I'd love for her to have to tell the judge that she's never even spoke to me and never has seen me. She's never seen me. Her father-in-law has seen me, because he's the one that stalked me for 30 minutes and tried to intimidate me. And we caught that all on.
She says she caught that all on camera. How?
YouTube. How do the things get flipped? It's like her whole brain is reverso. It's like when it comes in through the eyes, it gets like all garbled up by the time it gets to the brain, and then it comes out the absolute ass backwards of how the scenario happened. Like, it's the weirdest thing. It's like her brain is broken or something.
And by the way, Betty, not all of us are doing this for clicks and views. I do it for free. I like the more people that know you're a douchebag, garbage human being, the better. I do it free. I don't care about the clicks and views. I do it free. If there was one person in the chat, I would say the same thing. You're a garbage human being. You're trash. And I hope one day you will face the consequences that you reaped. You reap what you motherfucking sow. And I hope that day comes, Betty. I really do. And then when that day comes,
it's already coming. I think she's already getting because them tables, they always turn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
So again, it's more looking bad for them than it is for me. So get your ha-has and your hee-hees from all the hate channels, but everybody knows that you guys are up to no good all the time. And like I said, Katie and Chris went to these hate channels because they are wanting them to protect. They are the trashiest channels that only protect criminals. So why are they going to them for help? And why are those
Hey, it's just us for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good enough. So basically, Betty, you don't hear a background noise, right? Voices?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay, I have the air conditioner on because my computer, I don't want to explode. So this lady is basically saying we defend criminals all the time. Ma'am, you are basically fucking pushing. These people are not arrested. Chris and Katie are not arrested. They're not criminals. You're making shit up once again, like you always do. You always make shit up. The truth of the matter is, you smelled money, you saw the views, and you went with it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Laptop died. Sorry.
Sorry. Don't worry.
Hi. Welcome back.
I was like, damn, it just shut right off. I'm like, fuck. I had to run and grab the charger real quick.
Keep it charged. Got to keep it charged. But like this lady, basically, I'm going to keep quiet for a couple of, like a minute or two, because there's a lawnmower apparently.
Okay. Listen, I at first I thought maybe this was just her way to bring attention, all of that, to herself. But the longer when I think back to the stuff that they pulled with Summer Wells, you kind of put it all together, no, she really believes. And the one thing I did notice yesterday while I was listening along was she really is mimicking JLR when she's like, oh, well, we're right here, we're doing this, and if you like this content, tap the thumbs up. She was even mimicking his style. So, yeah, this one, I really believe she believes that this is good, right, real. I think she even believes her line of thinking. And that's what makes her dangerous. Because her rights, the moment that Sebastian went missing, Chris and Katie and the family unit around them were given a set of rights that trumps all the rest of us. They have a right to a reasonable expectation of privacy, number one. And that's being trampled upon in so many ways, as well as now there's hate. There's been, so all of this is deserving of Betty. She has a history of doing it, and she's just escalated. I'm sorry about your bad luck, Betty, but maybe just go find something better to do.
She can't because she's an untalented hack loser who basically wasted her life because Daddy did everything for her. So she can't get anything better.
If Delilah was so traumatized because of what happened with those palm cheese, wouldn't this have been the time to bond with and work with the dog in the days post-incident? And what did she do? Dump the dog and gone skedaddling.
That's why I say, like, you don't have the ability to watch a dog. You're supposed to be home at least a couple hours a day to say hello to the dog. She doesn't care about that dog. In my opinion, she got that dog. She thought she'd get clicks and views showing this dog out. And that's pretty much my opinion of it. She saw other YouTubers do it. And also, JLR, she tries to pretend to be JLR, but JLR covers more than one case. I've seen that motherfucker on Twitter, on his channel. He covers like 15 cases. That motherfucker's all over the place. Betty has done 200. I heard someone come on today said that she's done almost 200 videos on this case. 200. How is that possible? And then she's like, yeah, it might have been for the merch. Like Delilah, look, I got a Delilah cup. Delilah. Okay. Delilah, I got a mug so we can be our coffee beans.
I don't know. I just love, I guess Mason is, I have dogs for other reasons than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you have dogs because you like the dog. You know, you like the dogs to be in your house. You like talking to them, walking them and everything like that. This lady is just big, and I'm sorry for the dog owners because I don't know if you're on speaker and I said that word, and now they're all going crazy now, dogs. This lady sees her dogs as a way to sell merchandise. She sees money signs. I mean, like, you got a case and you're like, hit the like button, guys, because I care about the children. She put Sebastian Rogers, Liarfoot in Tennessee. Well, when the fuck did you talk about Sebastian Rogers? Almost nothing. No, I mean, like, yeah, well, she's at the Trump rally, you know. Whatever. Why she calls a dog Lila? That's going to confuse the fuck out of the dog. Because if you call a dog one name and then you call him another name, that's going to confuse the dog, probably. Like, usually need a little consistency. Katie knows where her kid. Well, she doesn't know where her kid is. Because if she knew where her kid was, she would have gotten it. I know people think she's guilty, but there's no evidence pointing to it. Until evidence comes out, then you see what happens. Till then, you can't do anything. Gotta wait for the cops. Sorry.
She's gonna want us to believe that this whole, like, all these people lied and the judicial system in Tennessee has to be corrupt because they allowed lies to precipitate this these 3 orders of protection, etc. I am so baffled by all of this. It doesn't make sense. B, how are people actually believing any of it?
Well, because people actually watch your episode and they think, oh, she's going to help us find Sebastian. She hasn't helped jack shit in the case. All she does is ride around on the highway, puts posters on the side of the highway, and moves the fuck on. And she goes to Lowe's, and she goes to a gas station. She talks to someone, probably pisses off that person, having to deal with this idiot. Imagine being paid minimum wage and having to deal with this lady. Fuck, that would be a horrible thing. And she does nothing. Like, she has not done anything to actually push for finding a kid. Truth of the matter is, if you're a true crime channel, you're supposed to tell a story. You're supposed to make people engage with the story of this child, and then basically give information in a story form so people can learn about this kid and keep him aware in the public eye, and keep up that kind of pressure by, police. Because if the kid's in the media, then the police have more incentive to continue to search. And the hope is that the cops and the police find the kid. That's the job of a YouTuber. That's it. And you make money from advertisers and super chats when you tell a good story.
Claude, B. Tim, look at that. We haven't made it very far. The audience is going to kill us. Queen, can you press play so we can go forward?
Yep.
Exactly, Sasha. KP is scared of you. You are close to finding the truth. I've got to be close to something. I've never had anybody lie under oath like this. I mean, I expect it from, trailer trash like QB and her clan, but I don't expect it from, Katie and I absolutely did not believe that they would jeopardize themselves. I thought they were smarter than this.
I'm cracking up. She's got the QB in her trailer trash. I've never lived in a trailer, but even if I did, what's wrong with it?
I live in a trailer and it's pretty damn fucking special. So
yeah, you know what though? Some trailers are better than fucking people's houses, Betty. I've seen people's trailers. You know what I'm saying? People that have trailers that are nicer than the fucking house she lives in.
Mine's pretty damn spacious, if I do say so.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I really did. Well, we're going to find him. And hopefully Nick Barris gets his facts straight. And I hope he would never say my name out of his mouth. So I'm trying to do this. I didn't know I could. Look at that. I didn't know I could do that. It's interesting. Lots of smart people here, yeah. So anyways, that's where I'm going with it. Chris and Katie lied through their freaking teeth, or what Katie did. I don't know if Chris even knows she did something this stupid. But either way, I've never even met this lady. I've never called her. I've never showed up anywhere she's been at. I've never even been within 500 to 1,000 feet of this lady as is. So I could really care less if they have an order of protection or not, because at the end of the day, I haven't been around this lady. I live in Florida. I definitely have not been harassing them from Florida. I make no telephone calls to them. I send them no emails. I make no contact with them whatsoever. If they choose to turn in or tune into my show, they're making a conscious choice to listen to what's coming out of my mouth. They can't.
Hold on, we got somebody in the back here. What? Hold on 1 second. What's up?
Hey!
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that was clearly a troll. That was hey, I'm gonna say the next thing.
Yeah, he's sitting there just rocking, talking. Look, I don't know what the fuck, but anyhow, here we go.
Say that what's coming out of my mouth is harassment. I don't know how, and they say they have an attorney for a friend. I'm surprised the attorney didn't explain this to them. Or if she did, then the attorney might be culpable too. I have to find out if it was done by that attorney. I'm going to file if it was, I'm filing a complaint against that lady's license because she knows damn well I haven't been around them. And she's the one that tried to help, steal Faith from Nina. What? So she doesn't mind lying under oath and doing dirty stuff. An attorney.
It's a payment attorney, dumbass.
So the 1,000 of people that are watching here, Chris and Katie violated the law. I can't say Chris because that might be defamation, a civil violation, right? But Katie, if Katie's on my paperwork, I'm immediately filing suit against them. And
Please do that. Please do that.
See, another threat.
Immediately filing an emergency injunction because they're not going to bully me and they're not going to take my rights away from me because they don't like my commentary. I've never met these people. I've never seen these people in real life. How can I possibly be harassing? But I am in their community and I am looking in their community, which I have a right to do. So there is that. And I will continue to do what I'm doing. And we'll continue to go down this whole entire rabbit hole. Bring it. That's what I got to say. Bring it. So let's do this thing. They're wanting to dance. Let's.
Man. And then so as soon as she says this, after this one, she got hit with two more orders yesterday. Yeah, two more. She got so after she did this video, she got hit with two more emergency protective orders, one for Terry and one for his wife.
Yeah, a very busy month this month. She's going to go into a lot of hearings.
I'd say so.
I mean, she better get her traveling boots on because she can't say that she doesn't travel from state to state. She's already in Tennessee. So,
right.
better get ready to go to Illinois, lady. Better get ready.
Dance because I can tell you that they cannot prove anything. They've lied under oath. I know they've lied under oath. I can prove they've lied under oath, and I'm going after them for damages. Let those silver bracelets. I will willingly go to jail. I will smile in that camera because I know by the end of it, they're already up Shit's Creek as is for this whole stunt. Yeah, Smiley was saying the case on Sebastian is criminal. Yeah. You have done that. I haven't. And everybody's seen it. So hopefully.
Smiley, I don't know about her. I really don't know about her. I really don't. But everybody has seen it. Like I said, I mean, I'm glad there was, certain people who, went over your video and broke it down and actually, showed you sitting outside of a restaurant, sitting out there waiting. You know what I'm saying? We all got emailed the same receipts. Those all got put out. So it's not like just one person is saying, no, Betty's a liar. No, there's a bunch of people.
But this is how you know she's lying. She says that she knows they lied on their sworn affidavit or sworn statements. How do you know they lied if you never read it? You can't make blanket statements like that unless you actually read their statements. And if you haven't been served, Betty, how would you get those statements? So either you're lying about...
Yeah, how can she know what it says if she's never been, if she hasn't been served with it?
Yeah, so either you're lying about being served or you're lying about what you're stating, what there are false statements. Maybe you should read the statements before you're saying that they're lies. This is the problem. You're so fucking stupid. Anyone with a fucking 20 IQ can fucking immediately fucking know exactly you're full of shit. And that's the truth. You didn't read the statements, so you don't know they're lies. You don't have a case to sue because you didn't even read them. And then you're making threats when the person has an RO on you. You know what I mean? A temporary RO. Fantastic idea, Betty. I'm sure this will not fucking bite you in the ass, dumbass. Anyway.
The channel start coming out and condemning her for it, but you know what? She's a mother that has done terrible things. Her child was abused inside of her home. There's plenty of documentation to prove that. The only place Sebastian felt safe was at his father's house. And Chris and Katie are playing games and have unclean hands. They have unclean hands when it comes to their son. They have unclean hands in this shenanigans that they're trying to do with me. And I can tell you, it will not stop what I'm doing. They can arrest me. They can do whatever they need to do to me. I have not broken zero laws in Tennessee. Zero. We're not talking about them coming after me for trespassing, which they could never do because it was on a utility pole, like I said before. But they're coming after me not for trespassing, for harassment. I haven't even spoke to these people. I literally drove their roads a total of 4 times. 4 times over a month ago. That's it. On their road, and I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to record in public places. There's nothing a judge can do about it. None. Because I've never said anything to her. I've never threatened the lady. I haven't even spoken with the lady. Never called her, never emailed her, never did anything. Never knocked on her doors, never knocked on her neighbor's doors. And the only time I ever got out of my car was to post a flyer. I didn't talk or bother anybody. So at the end of the day, Chris and Katie, you got yourselves in a lawsuit. And I will promise you, by the time this is all said and done, you're not going to have order of protection on me. And God help you, you don't go to jail. And hopefully it's just fines and restitution. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Proudfoot versus Bullhorn. I guarantee I'm going to win this shit. Hands down, win this shit. So we'll see them in court. There's a.
Make sure that part's clipped, okay? So make sure that part's clipped for when this is over with.
He's going to be in so
Video
much
on a creator's
hours later.
Over on the scene that thinks Sebastian is buried somewhere. Then why aren't they suing him? He's actually digging in the earth for the son. I'm literally going to businesses asking if they've seen Chris, Katie, or Sebastian.
Yeah, he's another idiot. But you know what? What he's not doing is going into restaurants and places, businesses, asking for their names and videos and, video proof that they were there. He's not driving by their house multiple times a day. Maybe he is. I don't know. I haven't checked him out. I haven't went and watched his stuff. So I guess I better not say that. I don't know if he is or not driving by their house, but I do know for sure I did see the clip of him buying the shovel or whatever that he was doing because he thought 2 dirt mounds were fresh dirt and that he needs to dig those up for his own peace of mind. I'm like, wow. So yeah, some things you don't bring attention to, And
so Shelby Lynn says, so Seth can drive a boat all day and walk through the woods, but doctors won't clear him for parking garage duty. And another one, she said, I want to be there when she tells a judge what he or she is allowed to do. LOL. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Right.
Well, what's going to happen is she's going to get this order protection, whatever. And eventually, when she breaks it, they're going to do an emergency hearing. Her ass is going to have to go back to the emergency hearing. And they're going to have a hearing on whether she broke it or not. And if she broke it, her ass goes to jail. Just like Turtle Boy.
Yep. Just like Turtle Boy. Here, Nikita gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the Hive. And Shelby Lynn says, I want to be there when she tells a judge of what he or she is allowed to do. Yeah, that's not going to go over very well at all. Kel's 420. Betty, you are unhinged. And Glitter is forever member for 2 months. Does she not understand third-party communication? No, she just doesn't care. I mean, wait till you guys see from this morning, the one from this morning. It's this one's almost done. We'll pop that one on real quick.
She deserves to be in jail for the rest of her life. Oh, trust me, she's working there. She's obviously losing her shit. So I watched her live when Terry Bowersox was stalking him. We have it recorded. These people are freaking idiots. And not only that, but even them, they can only produce a video of me driving. I drove down the road, and as I was going to their house, I posted flyers, and then I think I drove you guys by it once. I think it's really it. So, I mean, again, that does not constitute harassment. And Nick needs to get his facts together because I don't break the law. And I've never broke the law, and I've never harassed anybody. So, again, smoke and mirrors, that's not going to win. You've got to literally prove. She literally can't even prove I've said 2 words to her because I've never said 2 words to her. You should have gotten that SOB for stalking. I should have looked at it, but it doesn't matter. I got it on video. Those things can be brought later. So, but we'll deal with it. I will tell you, I do not back away from stuff like this. It's not going to intimidate me. Actually, they're probably reaching out to an attorney to talk to them and probably finding out the same thing I'm saying here, that this is a really stupid thing to do. Katie asked us for help to find her son. Yeah. Get news for Chris and Katie. We are not going away. No, we're not. Nor do we have to. It's within our constitutional right to do this. She's an idiot.
It's not within your constitutional right to stalk someone, though. You're not the police. You're not you know what I heard her say the other day? She's now an independent journalist.
Okay. I'm usually an independent journalist. I'm a multi-billionaire fucking inventor. Name's Tony Stark.
Man, I cannot. She's an accountant. She's a joker. She's a smoker. She's a midnight toker.
Yep. Man,
Yeah, well, we're going to deal with what we have to deal with. But on the 8th, she still has to go to court. They have not properly served me, so they're going to tell the judge that I have not been served, which I haven't. Again, I haven't seen any of the paperwork. You know, I have not been requested to come to court lawfully. Okay, there's a process, and they have not done it lawfully. So one of two things are going to happen on the 8th. She's going to have to proffer her evidence for an extension of this protective order. And she's not going to have anything to proffer. If she shows videos, it's showing me on public property. You know, she's going to have to do more than just make statements. She's going to actually have to physically prove I have harassed her, which she cannot possibly do without fabricating information. Or are you going to find out who took out the PO? And well, when they have to reserve it, they're going to have to reserve it if it's extended. You know, so he said to look everywhere because she could be anywhere. Yeah. So we'll see how all that.
Anyway, she basically chit chats with her chat for a little bit longer. Here, let's see what Shelby Lynn here says. Betty, you jumped out of the car in traffic and screamed at Terry Bowersox. Lots laughs. I'd file an order after that too. Yeah, and she goes, something else I picked up on. She's like, well, I don't know why they're just now doing this. I don't know why they're just now bringing the order up. I don't understand what's going on. What do you mean you don't know what's going on? You know?
You forgot the most important part. She talked about how that state had reciprocity and that she can use that to buy a gun at the local gun store, and that she could do a GoFundMe or raise money for a fund to buy a new gun in the state of Tennessee and walk around with the gun. That's after she had a fucking interaction with that man in the highway. When she sounded like
sorry, hold on. Sorry, I was talking to somebody. But anyways, when hold on. With Betty, she basically she got pissed off, and she's like, okay, so look, I don't understand where she's like, let me back this up real quick so you guys can hear what. Hold on.
Back it up,
They're going
Terry.
to have to reserve it if it's. Or are you going to find out who took out the PO? And well, when they have to reserve it, they're going to have to reserve it if it's extended. You know, so.
I'm not sure that they are going to have to read. I don't know if they do or not. You know, I'm not sure if they have to or not. But she's, you know, like I said, she was only served with one at this point. She hadn't gotten the other two.
Well, she's dodging service. Like, you know that you're supposed to be there. You were on the news with the news reporter.
So either way, I'm not even sure that she has to be served when she acknowledges it on the news and right here on her own videos.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, listen, I want to go back to this real quick. She goes, I don't know why they're just now filing this. I don't know why they're just now doing this. I wasn't even here for 30 days or whatever, 32 days or 3 weeks or whatever she says. Well, you know what? You just now, they just filed it because you just came back after making the threats and saying that you know, whatever the hell that word is. I can't say it.
Reciprocity.
So yeah, she says this and then threatens to bring her gun. She then threatens to go to get a GoFundMe together to buy one while she's there to stick in her bra. And then she holds her fucking machete up and she's like, let's get a picture. And in that same video, she says she's bringing it to Tennessee with her to search, in quotes, to search. So yeah, they're going to go 3 weeks later. They're not, I mean, yeah, they're going to, when they hear that, I'm sure, you know, they were already pissed off anyways, but when they heard you saying all this and then you said you were coming back there, of course they went and got the orders to protect themselves. Why would they not?
And then after finding out about that, allegedly, what does she do? She goes to the news. So now she's starting a digital hate campaign towards the people that got an ex-parte order on her.
Well, I don't think she went to the news. I think probably what happened is the news reporter asked her for a statement, and then idiot said, yeah, sure, I'll go on that and acknowledge that I got service. And I'll acknowledge that, you know, I'm in the state. I'm literally in the hotel right now. It's like dumbass. Like, it's just a level of dumbassery I've never seen. Like, man, you fucked yourself. Like, the judge is gonna look at the news report and says, oh yeah, she needed to be here and she decided not to come here, even though she was not served. Obviously, you're in the state of Tennessee. You're able to, you know that you were served. Someone in your house probably got the service. Because how would you know that your house was served if you didn't have someone there? Who's watching your property? Your mother. So you know you got service.
Maybe a ring doorbell.
A ring doorbell. So you know you got service. You had you have another 5 days to get your ass into and prepare your case, and you're going to think that if you don't show up, it's going to be good for you. No, what's going to happen is the judge, they're going to go and say, well, this lady knew to be here. She's dodging service, and she's escalated her threats. She's threatened with lawsuits. She's threatened to try to get my client in jail. She's threatened by me as the attorney representing these people. I don't think they have an attorney, but she's threatening like a random attorney that worked with them in the past. She's just, you're not going to be good, Betty. And you have a history with this state. They don't like you. You're a piece of shit. So, I mean, good luck. Well, actually, no, I'll take that back. No good luck. I hope you get fucked over by the judge, to be completely honest with you. I hope the judge sits there and says, okay, granted, Miss Andrew Griffin, you can say nothing. You have to stay away from them, and you're limiting your speech on what you say to these people in your harassment campaign on these people. And then I hope that you don't break it, but if you do break it, I hope they immediately call your ass back for a hearing and your ass goes to jail. That's what I hope. But I hope you go to jail after the 16th, so that when you lose your fucking case and you're completely fucking wrecked and you do something stupid, Queen can get out of the little bit of the bullshit, and then you can have a nice 30 days in jail. I don't know if she says she's moving on from Sebastian. She's talking about civil lawsuits. I haven't seen her recently.
Oh, she said something about she's going to have to cover another case. But here, let's finish this real quick.
He said to look everywhere because she could be anywhere. Yeah. So we'll see how all that goes. I'm not really too worried about it. You guys know I've never backed down, but I tell you what, let silver bracelets hit my hand. We'll blind myself out lickety split, and I can tell you it's going to be a very, very, very bad day for them. Anyone watch your videos, see TV? Yes. So we'll make sure that's all recorded, because I can clearly show that I was in that parking lot. I was eating dinner there. I was eating dinner at that restaurant. That's why I was there. I was going to post flyers and I was going to go eat. The cop pulled me over. Nothing happened. Again, we sat out there and talked. He even told me to go get a gun. Right there. It's all on his body camera. You know? So they can stand up. Yeah, they're gonna have to deal with this. They opened up a can of worms. I will tell you that. If it was my child missing, I would have never stopped looking for. She ran away from home. She ran away from home. I guess me talking about her on my channel, like her running away from home, is apparently harassment in her mind. How does Seth feel about this map? So he's upset that his son hasn't been found. You know, I think every single day it's getting a little harder and harder. You know, sitting around that house and wondering where his son is, and knowing he hasn't heard from his son in all this time, and him trying to convince himself everything's going to be okay when it just doesn't seem like it is. You know, and the closer we're fighting, and the closer we're getting, Chris and Katie are starting to act really, really sus. I mean, more sus than they've ever acted before.
Because they filed orders against you, so now they're more sus than ever before. You know, just so suspect. So anyways, that one's from last night, right? Yesterday or whatever, before she found out. This one is from this morning when she found out. This is after she found out she had all three of them. All right, so that's what this one is. I'm not even sure who all talked about it last night.
You know this is going to get crazy.
I'm not even sure who all talked about it. Did anybody do a live about it last night or yesterday? Was there probably there was probably a couple. Oh.
But you know that she's going to get crazy when she has the ponytails on.
Those are pigtails.
Her braids.
Pigtails is the sign that she's going to go fucking ape shit crazy. So I'm all for this.
Long today. Actually, I don't even know. I think you guys are coming through my Bluetooth, to be honest with you. Because I got my Bluetooth still hooked up. Oh, hold on a second. I got to set up the internet again. So just
Yeah, her hotel Wi-Fi sucks, so we'll skip through some of this here.
If anybody comes in here, let them know I'm setting up the internet, my thing, and I'm trying to get the internet. And I really need to get. Going to have a horrible turning on for whatever reason. Hanging out right now. I'm about to go have some breakfast with some friends. But I just wanted to let everybody know, with everything going on, I'm not going to be a victim.
In my opinion, she's going to go to breakfast with Seth and probably a couple other people that she's met along the way. I don't know, but she's claiming she's going to go to breakfast with some friends. So anyhow, this is only like 28, 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, I think. So in 1.5 speed, it shouldn't take too long. All right.
Victim of this criminal enterprise of the Proudfoots and Bower Socks. Clearly.
Did you guys hear that? Criminal enterprise of the Bower Socks and the...
Oh.
Listen.
Not turning on for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of my Bluetooth. I don't know. But either way, I'm here just hanging out right now. I'm about to go.
All right, let me slow this down so y'all can hear what she just said. Criminal enterprise.
Go have some breakfast with some friends. But I just wanted to let everybody know, with everything going on, I'm not going to be a victim of this criminal enterprise of the Proudfoots and Bower Socks. Clearly, both parties don't mind lying under oath. They don't mind lying.
Criminal enterprise, huh?
Criminal enterprise that doesn't mind lying under oath. Please continue, Betty. What else?
My goodness, here we go.
Lying to authority. They don't mind lying to courts.
Oh, she's not, mind you, she hasn't gotten any paperwork. She has no idea what the allegations are against her or what's been said. She has no idea who said what or why they filed them. Nothing. She knows absolutely nothing about what's been filed. So listen to what she says. I don't know how she can speak on any of this when she doesn't know what it says or she's never seen it, allegedly.
I'm watching the Lore Lodge, and the Lore Lodge is basically, going through everything and, summarizing this particular case, and it's hitting all of the marks that we've hit. Take Wi-Fi off phone.
You mean the channel?
We'll have to go over Lore Lodge tomorrow or something.
You mean Lore Lodge, the channel that covers Bigfoot and the fucking Wendigos? Okay.
Yeah, he's done like some deep dive on. Let's see here. We'll have to go over it.
Yeah, I know. I'm sub to that channel. I like about the Bigfoot. And
I like his channel. Well, I like his channel too, even though I don't think that, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he was. I mean, I don't know. I have to go back and finish watching the rest of his videos. There's 2 of them. Okay, so I've gotten through 1.5 so far, but he's got 3 total. It says the unsolved kidnapping of Sebastian Rogers, part 1. So he's calling it a kidnapping, although we don't know what it is.
Yeah, I also saw a recent. He was talking about Seth and what was going on with Seth and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know.
He's got 155 back injuries, and he was on pain pills and yelled at Katie, but it wasn't nothing bad. And he wasn't just.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The Wi-Fi is off. It won't let me connect for some reason. So I know that there's probably a crappy service or, not coming in very clear, but there's not a whole lot I can do. Either way, I'm not going to be on here very long anyways. I'll be on here whenever I get to where I'm going. But long story short is we have, people that are missing a child that have spent more time worrying about me than they have worried about their missing child. And I think that's noted not only across social media, but noted across, mainstream media. Everybody is noticing their lack of caring for Sebastian and more concerned about them and their reputation to the point that they're willing to lie under oath. I haven't even been in the community in over 30 days,
See, and she keeps saying lying under oath, but she doesn't even know the allegations that have been made against her yet. She has no idea what's been said. Nothing. She doesn't have any details on anything.
Wouldn't an innocent person immediately want to respond to the court and defend themselves and gather evidence and go in there and say, I am a news reporter, I'm an independent news reporter, and I have not crossed the line, and I'm going to prove my case. And I'm in here. No, what she's doing is dodging service and saying, they're not properly serving me, so I don't know. And they're lying under oath, even though I didn't read any of the statements, nor I know anything because I haven't been properly served. You know, and saying, I'm not in the community, but I'm in this hotel in Tennessee. Okay. Fucking idiot. I'll keep quiet.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can't even remember what date. I'll have to go back through the calendar and find out what dates I was there. But I've only been to the Hendersonville area one time, and I was only in their area for only 2 days ever in my life. So, you know, this idea that they're not lying under oath, that they're not utilizing these court systems, it's a little weird. But, you know.
Well, the comments on that news video, they speak volumes. So we'll go back and read those here in just a minute.
You know, we do have a hurricane or tropical depression. It's going to make it difficult for me to get home, you know, so I figured I would just change plans and cover another case and go that route since we have horrible weather and hurricanes hitting Florida, you know. But I'm not going to be a victim of this criminal enterprise or their criminal activity at all. They can deal with the courts themselves.
This criminal enterprise.
They can deal with the courts themselves. So that means you're waving the white flag and you're going to let that happen? See, like, you're such a fucking idiot. Like, if you are innocent, you should be going in there and fighting it. But the problem is I don't think you think you're innocent. And I don't think you want to step a foot in that courtroom, because then you're going to have to answer for the bullshit that you've done for a while now. And you know that you're not going to be in a good situation. But the fact is, you fucked yourself. So, I mean, congratulations. You fucked yourself.
Did she just admit that she's going on the run?
It sounds like it, in my opinion. It sounds like it.
I was just curious because that's kind of what I got out of that is, well, I guess I got in trouble in Tennessee, and so I guess I'm going to go find another case. And Florida's got hurricanes, so I'm going somewhere else.
Oh, God.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
They can deal with all the stuff themselves. What they did was dirty. And I honestly believe that the courts are going to see what they're up to. And again, they've got to still deal with legal scrutiny of their allegations, and they cannot meet the threshold or the burden of that legal scrutiny because they're lying. And I think that the courts are going to be very skeptical of anything that they produce. So it's a little disgusting that they're willing to publicly look this. I mean, they already look horrible as is, but to publicly intentionally make themselves look even more guilty than they were. It just, they're exuding problematic behavior. They're exuding red flags. Every one of them have lied. Every one of them have lied to us. Every one of them have lied in a court. We definitely have record of that they have lied in the courts, and they're utilizing the courts for some type of game and gain and intimidation, or they're going to show somebody, well, you're about to rock with Bullhorn Betty, okay? And you're going to have to deal with your own just desserts, and you're going to have to deal with your own shenanigans. So, you know, God bless all of you, but I have a funny feeling every last one of you guys are going straight to hell. And
every last one of you 1,500 of you, all y'all are going to fucking hell.
We're on the highway
right along with me.
To hell.
Right, jump on in, get in the car.
Betty, I'll meet you there.
Because it's the highway to hell bus.
I'll meet
Hold
you
on
there.
Here. WNC Granny says, oh, how I wish they had cameras in the courtroom that she's in. Cupcakes member for 13 months. FAFO bets. Let's see here. Council, it says, is she stalking me? Sam Carpenter gifted 20 memberships. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you supporting the Hive. If y'all got one, make sure you tell them thank you. Yeah, she's reckless as hell, ain't she? You're all going to hell.
Betty, I'll meet you there. We'll go to hell together. How's that when we go? We'll go together.
Beep, beep, Betty. Beep, beep.
And that's rightfully where you all need to be. Your terror and destruction on the Hendersonville community is going to end. You are not that. You are not. You guys may be able to push your weight, but I'm sorry. There's just some people that just don't deal with it, and some people like me that are very strong-headed. You know, rocking a boat like that just gets yourselves in trouble. But you guys can look like complete idiots with eggs on your face. But I committed no crimes, and they're going to have to prove that I have. So they can't. At the end of the day, they can't. So they have to meet a burden. There's no possibility of meeting that burden. They are utilizing the court system improperly and unlawfully. Everything that they're doing is voidable. So at the end of the day, God bless. But just saying. Your reception is perfect now. Oh, good. Well, that's weird because my LTE just went down to 2 bars. But we're doing good. And to be honest with you, it doesn't fade me. I can tell you that I'm more under their skin than they're under my skin because I'm laughing at them. I think they're foolish. I think that they are showing law enforcement exactly who they need to look at. I think that they just proved to law enforcement they are willing to lie to them as well as the court and cannot be trusted, which I doubt they trust anything coming out of their mouth anyways. I don't think anybody in that community is going to give them the time of day. Honestly, I don't think the courts are going to give them the time of day. I don't think the courts are even going to engage in this shenanigans. I think they're going to be very skeptical of just about everything. It makes me mad. Last night I saw the video from the news about you, made me sick and stressed. Don't stress out, River. I'm not stressed. I mean, think about it. They're literally committing criminal, they're literally committing a misdemeanor for the whole world to see. That's not honorable. I thought they were military. I thought they were supposed to follow the law. You know, clearly this entire family doesn't mind breaking the law ever. And the problem is the reason why they keep breaking it is because they were never made to be held accountable for their willful violation of the law, manipulation, lying under oath, all misdemeanors. And then if they're proffering bunk evidence, I think that might even rise to a Class D felony. Didn't see the story about you. Where is it? I can't remember. It's on one of the news organizations that start with a W. I think in Tennessee, it's Channel 2, possibly. Those foots and socks.
Making jokes to boots and socks.
I tell you what, there's some twisted individuals. That entire twisted family. Like, I'm still going through the lore lodge and hearing all the stuff about Nina, and it just shows you how evil even Kathy and Terry Bowersocks are. Terry took a bat after Nina, a bat.
So, taking the word of a scorned ex-girlfriend, baby mama, I'm not believing all that bullshit she was spewing. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
With the Michael Long case when we very first came here, that case was so fucked. Look, I don't put it past any parent to go to lie or do some bullshit when it comes to like the dirty, underhanded shit that people do in custody cases. And I tell you what, people can get real fucking nasty when it comes to their kids and their grandbabies and stuff. I'm not saying one way or another, but I can tell you right now, custody cases are they're the fucking worst. Like divorce cases and custody cases.
And this is the kind of man that is the one saying he's in.
And you know what else though? Listen, in the lore lodge or whatever, he says, basically he calls Nina out to be a liar. And he says, she said that she was being chased down the highway by Chris and his, or by Chris and somebody else. I can't remember who he said or who he said, but she said her and her dad and their kid were being chased down the highway by Chris and someone else. And then he turns around and he's like, actually, it takes 45 minutes to get from where she was at to the actual highway before she could even be chased. It would take 40 minutes to get to the highway before she could be chased down the highway at 90 miles an hour. So he's like, either she's lying or something's not adding up. So, I mean, it just kind of...
fear for his life over me. Well, I'm going to wait until I get the paperwork served on me through proper service as the courts require. And once I get that, I will address it when I can get it. But, you know, with this storm and everything going on, it's even delayed me even further. So, you know, kind of sucks. What's going to end up happening is I can't just sit in a hotel. I got to work. So now I'm going to have to cover another case. And that's going to, gosh, knows how long that's going to take. Listen to Don P here. He is from the area. He said, judges don't like if you wear shorts. I hope Kathy and Katie and Terry do. It doesn't matter. They have a threshold they have to overcome, and they're not going to be able to overcome it. And if they do, then I'm going to be filing it. It doesn't matter. I'll deal with everything on Monday. Man, afraid of you. He's not very proud, is he? They don't care. They just think that they own that whole entire community. But the bottom line is their child's missing and nobody believes their story. So I doubt the judge is giving them any time of day. They know damn well those people aren't being harassed. And as a matter of fact, if they were, they would deal with it. But to think about it, they've never had.
She doesn't even fucking make sense.
Any calls against me, all of a sudden just boom, boom, boom. I become a threat to their life. And I haven't even been in the area since over a month ago. They're an idiot. They're a complete utter idiot. But you know what? You can't fix stupid.
Well, no, you chased him down and was up in his face at the car at a fucking red light with his son's fucking face on your shirt, screaming and yelling at him and hollering at him after you waited outside of the damn gas station or whatever, which, like I said, another creator went and broke that video down and like actually went through it, stopped it, zoomed in on stuff. You could actually tell what she was really fucking doing. So come the fuck on now.
Oh my god!
And we know that we can't fix you. We know that you can't fix stupid. We're
Right.
looking at it.
Well, and she goes, "Oh, that there again. They didn't file. They didn't even do anything for a month." Well, no, you were making fucking threats and coming back down a month later.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I honestly don't think they were going to do anything. But then when you said you were coming back and you were taking pictures with your machete and you were saying you had your, reciprocity or whatever with your gun and that you were going to go buy one, you were going to put a GoFundMe together to get one and you were going to keep it in your bra and you just thought you needed to be armed and ready at all times.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm sure they were fucking scared as hell for their safety. You were driving by their house at 3:00 in the fucking morning. You just spent the last 2 days stalking Chris down.
Yeah. And she decided to continue the harassment campaign.
And then posted a fucking video of it.
I truly believe they unalived that child, and I truly believe all four of them are involved in the cover-up of it. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, and they can't stop it. Not on here, not there, nowhere. They put themselves in this position, not me. And they continue to stay in this position, not me. So where do you think Sebastian is? Honestly, in Sumner County. I think he's in either Gallatin or White House, probably, most likely. I don't think he's going to be specifically in Hendersonville. He's going to be in a place Christopher is comfortable in my opinion. The Proudfoots are deflecting in hopes of escaping the truth. Yeah, they're wanting to have all these distractions. Well, I'm still working on Sebastian. While they're still playing with me, I'm working on Sebastian. That's why we keep moving the fence post and we're able to keep moving this down, is because we're staying focused on Sebastian and finding answers that relates to Sebastian. And they're right now just in the mode of, oh crap, we need to stop Betty. Well, unfortunately, you can't stop somebody that isn't breaking laws. And that's the problem that they're up against, is that I'm following the laws and able to get that, and they cannot stand it. And they've got to try to break the law to try to convince a judge that I'm breaking the law, which I'm not. Judges deal with all of this all the time. They deal with liars all the time. They probably are well aware of what's going on in this case. It sounds like there is some type of state attorney investigating and looking into it. And I can guarantee I've never broken the law. I've never made a threat to anybody's life. Good gracious. If I was going to threaten somebody's life, it would have been a significant other, not some idiots that can't seem to locate their own child in a locked house, that has lights going on inside their house, weird things, a body, peering out the window, trying to.
Yet I just showed that video of Inside Edition where that kid was out barefoot, middle of the night or in the evening, and had walked out. So what if he wasn't found? Heaven forbid. What if that dog didn't find him? And then what? You got people like Betty that are blaming the mother, saying she's a murderer. She's a murderer. She did this to her kid. She did this. He left on her watch. What the fuck are you talking about? Things like that do happen. Kids do leave on their own.
I liked also the low down, like the down low threat that she did to JLR. Basically, like she was like, "Oh, I would make a threat to my past significant other" or something like that. Okay, Betty, I'm sure that's not going to be dealt with by JLR eventually. If you keep on pushing that, man. Keep on pushing them. I'm sure it will not end.
I think he's like, I don't want my name connected to her at all, so he ain't saying shit. He ain't responding. He ain't speaking on it.
Yeah, but you know how JLR reacts, man. He's like down.
Yeah, he'll do it. He'll do it. I'm sure he's saying. I'm sure it's behind the scenes. You know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's why I say keep on pushing him, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen with that guy. You're not gonna like the results with that guy. You worked with him. You were perfectly fine with his fucking what he did to people until you just got jealous of his new girlfriend. Okay. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see. We'll see. TikTok probably, and also a couple of YouTube channels. You can see her arrest history.
To see who's seen what, and then lights proceeding to an unmarked vehicle, and one light going back to the house where Katie just magically woke up all alone that morning. So their story is BS. In my opinion, the shadow is that of, and I'm more convinced than ever. When I saw Terry Bowersox in the flesh when he stalked me and came up behind me and took my picture, or took the picture of my plate to let me know he was there when he did that intimidating action, right? That is when I was able to finally see the actual back into that car with my own beautiful eyes. And I'm telling you, I was more convinced when I left there that that was the vehicle in that shadow than any other time that I had ever said or assumed that it was. I absolutely believe it was. And then Kathy comes out and tries to lie yet again and says she never made it to Kathy's until 10:30, after 10:30 that morning that Sebastian went missing. Yet everybody in the neighborhood saw her standing out in the front yard at 8 o'clock in the morning. These people don't mind lying. They don't mind breaking the law. And it's not even utilizing the law for they're literally lying under oath. They're fully, willfully, and maliciously violating the law. And hopefully the courts make them pay the fee, the 300 and some.
It's not breaking the law when you file an order of protection on someone to protect yourself from their bullshit or their threats, or, you know, in general, because you fear for your safety. They legit fear for their safety when you are in their town. And then not to mention you fucking threatened to go piss on Clue's yard. So you spray your bodily fluids on her fucking front lawn.
Yeah, that's what she said. And like, she doesn't realize that this is all being recorded. Well, she does realize it, but it's being recorded and it's going to be shown to the DA. And it's going to be shown to the judge. And they're going to be clipped, and you're going to look like, and then they're going to be like, granted. Simple as that. Because they're going to go with the easiest solution. They're going to be like, granted, this lady's a whack job.
Wouldn't it be great if, because there's 3 of them, and if she doesn't show up to court after all this acknowledgement of the issue and all of that, wouldn't it be great if she gets a bench warrant issued for her?
I don't think the bench warrant goes until she breaks it. Like, I think what usually, in my understanding, and I could be wrong, is like you get the order, right? It gets in, and then you break it, and then they're like, okay, we're going to do a hearing. We're going to do an emergency hearing that you will see if you actually. Okay. And then if she doesn't show up for the emergency hearing, then she can get like the bench warrant and get into big trouble. Or if she breaks it, they find that she broke it, then they decide what they're going to do with her. You know what I mean? I think that's how it usually goes. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding. So it's not like right away they're going to be like, well, she's going to jail. You know, it doesn't work that way. There's a little bit to it. No, if she breaks it, they're going to arrest her immediately? I thought they usually do like an emergency hearing.
No, that's what I was going to say, because I thought when I was reading about EX-parte in Tennessee, like it's an arrest on the spot. If she harasses, continues any of that, she can be arrested on the spot.
Well, I mean, that's a lot different than Boston, because I was watching that shit happen in Boston, so I guess they have a different stuff.
Yeah, you gotta look up Tennessee specifically.
Mm-hmm. Did I do a Betty? Ah, shit, I did a Betty.
It's okay, we got you.
All right, here we go.
$1 fee for wasting the court's time. Maybe hitting them in the pocket might be the way to punish them for what they're doing. But I can tell you it's not going to work. It's just not. So good luck, Proudfoots and Bowersox. But I will be at the Gathering of Voices on August 26, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we will get everything confirmed. If we've got to move that up and down, whatever, all around, we'll figure it all out. Well, Thing is not looking they've never looked for Sebastian. They have never once looked for that boy. You know? They have never once looked for that boy. All they have done is acted like they looked. They acted like they wanted some help. But every person that has reached out to them to help, who is helping Chris and Katie? Who? Nobody. Nobody's out there. So they want people posting flyers and please don't forget a boy and please keep talking about him. They're not even talking about him. They just want him to go away. They never want to hear his name again. They just want this whole situation. They just want this boy's life not to matter to anybody because it didn't matter.
That's real fucking bold. That's real fucking bold.
How gross is she? That's gross.
To sit and say that shit about the mother of a missing child going through the worst time, of her life, blows my fucking mind. And I don't even know why, because I know she's a shitbag.
Matter to them. You don't see them fighting for this boy. You don't see that mother breaking down. All you see her doing is giving another woman's perfect child hugs and kisses with big smiles on her face, and going out to nice dinners, and running away from home, and going shopping for motorcycles and stuff.
All lies. All lies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, they were posting flyers and stuff in there when they were in that motorcycle store, and they are trying to keep the 7-year-old from knowing what's going on, and knowing that people are talking like this about their mom and dad, about her mom and stepdad, or dad and stepmom, and her brother.
Yeah,
because she doesn't understand. So yeah, of course they're going to keep her shielded from that. They're going to take her to have fun and go do fun things. She's a young ass child. She doesn't understand.
Yeah, like they're not going to be like, well, your half brother's missing, and there's internet people accusing us of being murderers, that we murdered him. And you know what? We should just stick in this house. You should not go out. You should not have fun as a 7-year-old child. And you know what? We're going to make you just stare at this wall with the picture of Sebastian so that you can, enjoy, not enjoy yourself. Like, it's a 7-year-old child. Adults basically hide the fact of their sadness and what they're going through because they don't want to traumatize their child. I know this is a tough thing to do because you're a selfish person. You're a selfish person that would probably lay everything out for the 7-year-old and tell her about how terrible the situation is and traumatize the 7-year-old because you don't understand how to not be a selfish piece of shit. But like, people who aren't selfish, they usually sit there and they try to protect the child and protect people so that they don't have to suffer from the trauma and hold it all inside because they're doing the responsible adult thing. I know that's tough. I know that you never experienced that in your life. I don't know, because you're a selfish piece of shit. But that's what adults do. And maybe one day you'll learn. I doubt it, but you're just a selfish piece of shit, So when she's in the restaurant smiling, she's putting up a front. She's putting up a mask. So the child, the 7-year-old, doesn't realize the bad situation, the situation of what's going on. And also they're trying to make sure the kid has a happy childhood as well. I know.
Well, yeah, I don't think they really expected to have people running up and taking pictures and snapping pictures in their face while they have a little girl, in their hands. I don't think they're not fucking celebrities. I don't know what the hell.
I wouldn't even do that to celebrities. I've seen celebrities in public areas, but I wouldn't even do that to celebrities. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
That's more important to them than a human life. And they wonder why people like me exist, because we get sick of people like them. And then they want to try to do some underhanded, dirty, illegal stuff, which so much as tells us that if they are willing to lie to a court and they are willing to lie under penalty of perjury, what are they willing to lie to keep themselves out of jail? What are those four willing to do to keep themselves out of jail? Do you think that they would lie? Do you think that they would lie to law enforcement about what happened on February 25th into February 26th? Or do you think that they would be willing to come truthful about it? Because I got to say, the many, I don't know how, I think if we had to count how many variations of their story there has to be at least 25 different stories.
Damn, that's the first I'm hearing that.
Can you cite your sources, ma'am? Because we've had conversations with the people that you're accusing this of, and the only changes that I have found are that they are places where it has actually been expounded upon further, and there are not changes. But I will tell you, the person that you do support and have been all up in doing all this stuff and all the things for, there have been multiple changes in information that person has put out, ma'am. So again, I'm going to ask you to cite your sources. And here's the better thing, ma'am. Even if that is the truth, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You have no authority under any law whatsoever. Sorry, I was trying to braid my hair. This is so disgusting. I mean, like, we all knew she was awesome, right?
So they can handle their own consequences from their own doing, but I can tell you it's not going to work. And even if I am served and fail to show up, they do not automatically get a default protection order. They have got to meet legal scrutiny, and they cannot meet legal scrutiny. So it doesn't even matter. They've wasted their time. They've wasted.
Betty, that's not how it works, and you know it. If you don't show up to court, they automatically get their order.
Wasted the court's time. They have wasted literally everything. And not only that, but they just let law enforcement utilize something else against them to show that they are not being truthful, and they have no problem lying to a court or a police officer or sheriff's department, because they just proved that they're willing to do it. Trust me, the sheriffs, the FBI, and TBI know me. They have absolutely done investigative background on me for the various cases, especially the FBI. The FBI has done its due diligence on my background for many, many years. You know, long before I even got in here. I mean, I had level 2 FBI background checks performed on me multiple times. And then when I got into this, I know during Gabby Petito, they did background searches on me as well as Jonathan. So I know that when we were out in another area, you know, the law enforcement said that they were well aware of us, you know, because of the FBI. So this idea that the FBI doesn't know who I am,
Can y'all believe the shit that's coming out of her mouth?
Well, you're thinking that's probably not a good thing that the FBI knows who you are.
Yes, and it says in the comments that she's on the FBI watch list. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's fucking funny. I laughed. I was like, what? She's on the FBI fucking watch list? I've never heard that again. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was funny when I read it. It's in the comments on that news, on the news. There's so many bad comments about her. It's off. I mean, it's awful.
Queen, can you tell me for what good reason anybody would want a level 2 background check done on them when you're not in some sort of professional capacity?
Have no clue. Cheesy Weezy, what you doing, love?
Hi.
How are you?
I just have a few minutes to pop up here, but because we're leaving town. But I just wanted to say, if Katie and Chris are watching, or the Bauer Sox are watching, bravo! And I just want to give you kudos for doing this. And I hope you take it all the way. And my prayers are with you guys. And yeah, I hope you win. And please take it all the way. Show her that she can't get away with this. And yeah, that's pretty much. And all the only stories that have changed is Seth's. I haven't ever heard Chris and Katie's change at all.
The only thing that's changed is they gave more details because she had a moment to think about it, in my opinion.
Exactly. That's the only, the minor inconsistencies in their stories were just, as you're thinking and you're thinking about stuff. Yeah, that's all it was. And any one of us would have had those little changes in the story, but it wasn't. The story is still the story, and it didn't change the whole. It didn't change the whole story. It just little bits and pieces was all it was. Where Seth has changed his story so many times, and it's about different things, and it's totally different the way he tells it. You know, the things that he said. Anyways, I just wanted to pop up and say that stuff. So, sorry to interrupt.
You didn't interrupt, girl. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming up too. You know, she said when the entire panel is on point and a roll, The chat exhales with relief. KB said.
All right, well, I'm heading out of town, so I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, everybody. I'm watching. Bye.
You too, love. Bye.
Enforcement, big law enforcement don't know what my MO is and what I do. And one thing that they know is I follow the law. I follow the law explicitly. I know the sheriff in my own county. I've got sheriffs all over this country that I'm friends with. So I have a good understanding of what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. You know, it's not like they're dealing with a tiny little fish. Okay. It's much different. You know, I'm a political advocate and activist all over the United States. I know a lot of people all over the United States. And that's exactly why I have to follow the law the way I do, because I know a lot of people and they give me guidance.
Oh my God, she's delusional.
Well, they guided you right into 3 ROs, didn't they?
I bet you none of those people would admit that they're her friends, even though she just said that they're her friends. I bet they would go, who?
Right.
Right? This is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. This is what keeps you in good graces. And so I follow their guidance. And you know what? So far in all of this, I've never had any problems until we got close to finding information out about Chris and Katie. I truly believe more than ever that while Chris was staying in Memphis, many people believe that he was having an affair. I'm on the fence about that. I don't think he was there long enough to get that cozy with anybody, but who knows? I haven't heard anything. I was in the area for, several days, and I couldn't find any of that information. Look, you're a terrible play video of you saying, when the court date is, but I don't know when the court date. It doesn't matter. I've got to be served. It's a legal process. They can't say, oh, well, we haven't started. Like, I don't, just because they say so doesn't make it so. I'm not going to go to the court system and look up the information. They are required to inform me about this. Okay. They're required to inform me about this. And at the end of the day, they're breaking the law in order to do this. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to be part of their criminal enterprise, nor am I going to be a victim of it. So they can all kiss my ass. The courts are required to have me served, the Bowerstocks and the Proudfoots are required to have me lawfully served. They have failed to do so. And that's something that they're going to have to produce in court and justify why they need a protective order. They have to justify that. They have not done that. They filed an affidavit filled with lies. Well, when they have to go before the court, they have to actually proffer proof of those lies. And there is nothing that they've got on me that can ever rise to the level of them being in fear for their life, especially since I haven't even been into the community except for 2 days over a month ago and never have spoken to them ever. And the one communications that I do have with Terry are recorded on a live stream. So, and he was clearly following me. I've got nothing to worry about. So anybody that's out here they're peddling it for clicks and views. This is a stunt.
Clicks and views my ass.
I like what Mr. Blobfish Betty says. You publicly acknowledged it already, you idiot. Agreed.
It's a stunt.
And clever name, by the way, Blobfish Betty. I can't wait till this lady gets hit with reality. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing when she actually gets hit with reality. And she finally finds out that you can't be doing this type of shit to people anymore. So, it's going to be interesting.
AF Pennington, that was my same sitting over here. How is it you can't deny it when you were on the news admitting it?
Yeah. And that you're supposed to be there by the 8th.
And you need to learn Tennessee law. That's where you broke it at. Pretty simple.
Yeah, she's often said cyberbullying is a crime. She's screamed that in live streams. It's like, lady, you're fucking snitching on yourself. You've not only just made defamation claims, you've not only accused these people of murdering their kid and disposing of the body and all these things, but you've also apparently went to the location, stalked a man, proceeded to defame that man, talked about getting a gun, and posed with a machete saying you're going back to the state. I mean, you have a group of people that is surveilling this group of of them that you're working with. It's fucking weird. You don't really focus on talking about Sebastian. You think you think that your pressure campaign is gonna make Katie confess. What it's gonna do is basically make everyone that would have, side-eyed Katie or ask questions or listen to it, feel sympathy for her and realize and think of her as a victim. So you're doing the opposite of what you're trying to accomplish, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Now, if you would have just stuck to the facts, talked to your videos, no one would ever say anything. People make a commentary on your videos, of course, but you wouldn't get as much of a kickback. But the fact is that you have, you're abusing these people, and they're not even arrested. They're not even charged. What are you doing? And you're doing this all for clicks and views. I mean, you're the one doing it for clicks and views, because this is the most views you've gotten in a little bit. You know what I mean? You haven't had views like this since Quentin Simon. And we know all about the money-making circus down in Georgia. And have you followed the case of Leilani? Do you even know what's going on there? I thought you were going to go to the courtroom. Follow that case. Nope. Not a word. Not a whisper. Nothing. See, you've done nothing for Sebastian but been a part of the cast. Well, she did nothing. She showed up 4 months late. We were covering the case even before her. She comes in and says that we jumped on the case because of following her. What? No. Everyone, that's bullshit. You jumped on it late. You kissed Tony Mathis's ass. And then you begged him basically to go on your channel. You got a bunch of views when you got them both on your channel. And you've been chaos and stupidity ever since. That's it. That's all. That's it. Well, apparently there's a lot of stupid people, like Cricket Stay says. Apparently there are some YouTube channels that think she did nothing wrong and support her. Well, there's a lot of stupid people in the world, unfortunately. There is a large proportion of the population of this world is stupid. And unfortunately, we have to listen to those dummies. Once in a while, we have to listen to them. Doesn't mean we have to believe them. Well, they exist. Those dummies, if you ever put them through this situation that Katie was through, they would be crying to the police on every single channel, crying online. I swear to God, there's some channels that have cried for 1/10 of this and literally try to run away from the internet. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So the whole situation is these people that support this behavior, I would like you, if you truly support this behavior, I would like you to invite people to do the same thing to you. I would like you to have thousands of people defame you, lie about you, go to your residence, track you, surveil you, stalk you, and threaten you with firearms and machetes. And see how you would react in that scenario. I highly doubt you'd be happy. Did you see Mr. Maybe Line said, I don't know who Mr. Maybe Line. You can only ask, like, if she's under oath, you can only ask, why is it harassment? Why do you feel like I harassed you? Questions like that, you're supposed to do that stuff like that. I think we've seen like a whole situation with Truth and Transparency when she tried to do that shit. You know, that like literal fucking 5 days worth of fucking testimony? Like, Jesus Christ. Voices, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm here listening too. I'm just listening to you.
I wasn't going to interrupt you making valid points. If there was something I wanted to chime in on, I would have unmuted. You've got my full attention right now because I'm kind of
okay, good. Because I thought I was like kicked from the chat and I was just talking to myself.
No.
I was like, hey.
Heather B. Beachy gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, love. If you got one, make sure you tell her thank you. Classy responses with Amber on Rumble. Good morning, everyone. Member for a month. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, this is so it's pretty much done. Actually, this is the end of it. Here, we'll listen to the rest and shut it off.
From them, and they're criminal. They're criminal YouTubers on this platform that are
criminal felon YouTubers.
Felons that actually help other criminals get away with their crimes. You see Chris and Katie gravitate to those channels that help criminals. That's all that needs to be done.
Yeah, Duchess, nonsense. Me, who else did that? Well, I mean, I'm the Fallon criminal, but I mean, I don't think Duchess is. I don't think Nonsense is. I mean, I don't think Clue is. I don't think, where else did they go? Truth, I don't think he is. Truth, Not Feelings, I don't know if he is or not, but I mean, ain't heard, I mean, so come on now. Not every single person do they speak to is criminals on this fucking platform. You can say that about me all you want. You know what I'm saying? Right. Little Fallon, little Bumblebee Fallon.
Betty's got an arrest record.
Yeah. 44 fucking, was it 42 or 44? I always get confused.
42.
Longer than the goddamn CVS receipt.
They help criminals. So I don't know what to say. They are criminals, and they just proved it with all of this. They don't mind breaking the law. They don't mind lying. That's enough for me. And it's now recorded on public record. So that was stupid.
That needs to be clipped.
Again, these people are not very, very smart, and they're allowing felons to guide them through a legal process, which is stupid. So,
what felons are guiding them? That's what I want to know. I would love to know what felons are guiding them. Who's guiding them?
Oh, I would dare to say that
they were grown adults making their own decisions about their own life.
I would dare to say that they probably called law enforcement and said, "This is what happened to us. We want it documented in case you come back, in case she comes back to our state, because then we need to move forward." And then from there, all they have to do is make law enforcement aware that you were coming back, and now we're at where we're at. So I just don't see how it can all be a lie and a conspiracy. I mean, this doesn't bode well for you.
Well, the other thing is she's defaming everyone. She's calling all of us criminals and felons. The fact is that none of what we're doing is illegal. These are commentary / true crime, drama channels, whatever. None of what people are doing on this platform is illegal by commenting on your shitty behavior and talking to people who are being harassed by your shitty behavior. That is not illegal. So maybe Betty stop defaming everyone and calling them criminals because we have not broken the law by commentary. I know you would like to make a law to throw out all your fucking detractors in jail because you're a communist, in my opinion. Your thought process is like a communist, where you'd want to be dictator, fucking Bullhorn Betty, fucking running the country and just throwing everyone you don't like in jail. But the fact is that everyone, this is America. We all have the right to commentary on your shitty behavior and review it and say how much it sucks and how much you suck as a person. And if you don't like it, stop fucking putting your shit on there or change your behavior. Either or. But people will always comment on your bullshit. People will always make commentary on it. You're not going to get rid of everyone. So you have two options: stop uploading videos and acting like a fucking idiot, or change your behavior and say, hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I can limit my content to actually covering the case and talking about it and not going in real life harassing people. Shocker, right? It'd be shocking that you just stop harassing people in real life, because the majority of the pushback you get is when you harass people in real life. And the other vast majority is basically fucking your shitty commentary on true crime. You've gotten multiple facts of this case that you've covered for a couple of months wrong. You talked about 2 flashlights. There was one. There was not a flashlight. It was a garbage. I believe it was a garbage truck. And that other light was a reflection from the camera guy who was pointing a camera at the screen. It was reviewed by Greg. You got multiple things wrong. You got multiple things wrong about this situation. You constantly get things wrong about this case, and you keep on pushing bullshit.
That there wasn't a scent leading away from the house.
A big one, right? That's a pretty big deal.
That's huge.
You know what I mean? She gets multiple things wrong, and she, you know, I mean, because she wants to build this false case that she's 100% right. Because the truth of the matter is, no one knows what the fuck happened. I don't know. I don't know if the kid just walked away and just, like, you know, because he had a huge head start, walked to the lake, went into the water, maybe came out of the water and suddenly is sent to sphere. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was lured out from his online systems? I don't know. But the fact is, I know one thing. I don't accuse people of being murderers with no evidence. There's no evidence. And your whole explanation is she doesn't produce the child. Of course she can't produce the child. The child is missing, dumbass. That doesn't make you guilty for having a missing child. Do you realize how stupid you sound, Betty, whenever you say something like that? Katie cannot produce the child. Well, no shit. The kid's missing. There's plenty of people that have missing kids that have nothing to do with the kids being missing. They're not guilty because they can't produce the child. If they could produce the child would not be missing. Dumbass. What a dumbass. I swear to God, some people. And she sounds so robotic. She doesn't produce the child. Dumbass.
You're killing it this morning, B2. You are on fire.
Oh. Lady's fucking stupid, man. Dumbest lady around. Just looked it up. 3 are actually getting done in August. So they're all getting done in August 8th. Yeah, so her ass better be there by August 8th. You know,
Don't help her out. Just let her go and do what she wants to do. She's going to go there on the 26th. Let her go on the 26th because it'll be all the more fun for the rest of us. Just shh, don't tell anybody.
No, but you know what? That goes against, if you believe you're an innocent, let me ask you a question, voices. If you are an innocent person and someone took out a protective order on you, would you make sure you were there, or at least try to do Zoom or try to be there?
Well, I would have already been down accepting my paperwork and going on my way. I wouldn't be on social media doing anything because I wouldn't want it to harm my case.
Why?
If I'm innocent, I'd shut the fuck up.
Because it would fuck up your innocence.
Yes, innocent people get attorneys as well, right? Yeah. Innocent people, you have the right to remain silent. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. If you did nothing wrong, if you knew that there was nothing that you did that they had anything on, you sit down, you shut the fuck up, and you gather all of your documentation to counter their
evidence. But she doesn't want to do that because she knows she fucking did a lot of shenanigans. She's probably done a lot of shenanigans behind the scene that we all don't know about, Probably something with her mods or something like that. Who knows? She's always saying everyone else is doing dirty shit behind the scenes. And usually it's a guilty conscience that points. Just like when someone cheats and they always think the other person's cheating too, and they accuse them of cheating. It's the same thing. It's that situation where you're doing something and you accuse other people of doing the exact same thing you're doing. And I wouldn't be shocked in the least if we find out in the future that this lady was doing a lot more shenanigans behind the fucking scenes. And all the things she's accused everyone else of, she was part of doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Yeah, it is kind of like self-protection. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. So, I truly do believe that there's a lot more that's going on behind the scenes. And I think, Chris and Katie's probably going to walk in the courtroom with a lot more than just the videos being shown on YouTube. Let's just say that much. And honestly, these people have tried to be quiet. They have not gone on, they haven't been on the platform for a month or so. They haven't talked or anything.
Oh, it's been longer than that.
Yeah, it's been a while. And they still get harassed. They don't talk. They don't say anything about Betty. When someone said that Chris was going to sue Betty, he went up and said, nope, I'm not suing you. And he was just said, I'm not planning on suing you. And instead of just, moving the fuck on, or just at least covering the case and talking her usual bullshit, she escalated it. She completely escalated it. Because bullies do that. Bullies, when they sense weakness, they come in for more. When they see, you say, no more, I'm sorry, that's not the signal for them to stop. No. Bullies, they'll keep on punching you because they only prey on the weak, bullies. That's it.
They'll never punch up. They always punch down.
Yeah, they'll prey on weakness. That's it, man. So, people that say, oh, well, they shouldn't have done this order of protection, and they should. Well, you know what? That doesn't stop a bully. You know what? It's sometimes tougher to stand up to a bully. You might get a black eye or two. You might, but eventually that's going to be a stop. And it's going to make the other bullies realize, hey, we should back up from this person a little bit. Maybe we should just stop this. Because what's happening is the other hyenas, the other pieces of shit, garbage human beings, who lie about this case constantly, they're watching. And they're going to see what's going to happen to Betty. And if Betty is made an example of by the court system, they're going to fucking realize, oh, shit, let's not be like Betty. Let's not get protection orders on us. Let's avoid that.
I would think that panel of brain trusts that keeps getting together, one would think that they would all be taking note that once it happens with one, you are setting a precedence. It could be just like what we've said with Queen's lawsuit. It could become internet case law. It can set distinct precedences that other states can enact and follow through with. So, I in my opinion, I would be, I'd be a little cautious and taking note and finding other things to move on to, right?
Well, I mean, sometimes, some motherfuckers need to stick a fork into the socket to learn that electricity comes out of it. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like some people.
The Mensa panel, yes, Terry Jean. Brain trust. I couldn't think of what she called it. That's why I called it the brain trust panel. I mean, I seriously would. I would be reaching. Okay, so there's a website out here. I guess I'll have to put it out on my community tab, and it talks about like ethical. Like what creators should be doing when they're reaching out to families and what families should be doing. And it like gives a whole outline of it. It's been put together by like Navigating Advocacy and a couple other, and they've kind of set they've got a PDF on that. So let me see if how I can get it. Might be able to send it by messenger and put it and paste it in a back chat, Tim. Hang on a second.
So Can't Roll My Eyes Hard Enough says, I'm so tired of her and her minions saying this is happening because she's getting too close to the truth. Like what the, I don't know what WTA means, but yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, because if you listen to her, she regurgitates the same fucking lies and stupidity that was debunked months ago. Honestly, she just pretends. She fakes it until she makes it. She pretends she knows the law. She pretends that she's going to actually fucking find anyone. She pretends she's a true crime channel. The truth of the matter is she's a drama channel. Pure and simple, a drama channel. Because that's where she gets her views. And her true crime coverage is the most milquetoast, boring fucking shit. Often the worst. What the actual hell? Thank you for that. I don't know the shortcut sometimes. But she does not know what she's talking about when she covers true crime. Most of the time she's reading articles and watching a video and be like, oh, okay. She is not that smart. And she has to fake it. And that's how it is. And she knows people know she's milquetoast. They know that she's boring. They know she can't tell a good story and keep people enthralled in the story and actually do research. So she does this bullshit here, which drama, because that's the only way she gets the views. And she's desperate for money because she's made a terrible decision. She's living on the income she makes from this, and she's desperate for the money that comes from this. And whenever you make this your sole income, you have to, sometimes have to cross that line to make the money because you don't have a job. You don't have a 9-to-5. And this is a woman that's been in debt with credit cards. This is a woman that's in debt with other things that she suddenly just has to pay off or figure out. And she's always on that precipice of almost having nothing. So a desperate woman that has no boundaries, that thinks she's right all the time, will do anything to keep it going. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are smarter, but there's also people that will often like to be in an echo chamber. And even though they're smarter than the person who's leading the echo chamber, they'll often kind of shut down that logical part of that brain because they want to be part of that little echo chamber of communities. So that's how it goes. So yeah, there's probably smarter people in her chat, but they immediately just say, "Oh well, Katie's guilty," and these people, it's a conspiracy, and they're trying to shut down the truth. And the truth of the matter is that no one's trying to shut down the truth. No one's trying to cover up for any sort of crimes. The truth is, no one knows what the hell's happening. There's nothing new. I wish there was something new. You don't think I would wish that that this case would be solved? I mean, like, how there's a lot of cold cases in like situations like this. And it gets cold and we don't know what happens. And then sometimes a kid never gets found, or sometimes a person never gets found. It's very, very sad situation. But instead of people just updating people and moving on to the next case and talking about another case, they do this type of stuff.
Hey, I just realized it's almost noon. Grandma and I were going to go have brunch, so I realized I'm about half an hour late. So
Okay.
I should go and skedaddle. So thanks for letting me rant and hang out with you. Queen, thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks.
It's starting to get hot as the devil's armpits here. It's supposed to be 105. So
You mean as hot as Betty's armpits?
well, I don't know. That might be a little swampy. We got dry heat here, so anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
I'll see ya. Bye.
We'll see ya.
So anything else we got with this idiot?
No, I mean, she's been deleting shit left and right off her channel. I know that. As of now, no. I mean, we just kind of gotta wait,
Yeah. Well, wait until she fucks up. I mean, what you think of her? You think she's gonna show up on the 8th?
I do. I think she'll go to court. She knows. I mean, she knows if she doesn't, it's gonna be she. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna cause more trouble for herself, and she don't need that right now. She'll talk a bunch of shit though. She'll make people think she's not going or whatever. You know what I mean? Especially if she's gonna start a little fund and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. We will see.
We shall see. I was thinking about maybe coming on later on the Hive and chit-chatting for a little while. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll see you around. I'll be, it's Saturday, so, I'll stay up a little bit later.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it's Saturday, so I'm sure, people
sure
be doing their lives and shit, and you know what I'm saying? So we might pop on later. I'll try. I don't know. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on and trying to get ready for school, and, it's the last weekend before school starts, so they got to get their running out now.
That's fun for you. I'm sure that's going to be a fun time, but eventually you'll get your day kind of free.
I was going to say, we get our routine back, and I'm excited for that too. So
yeah,
appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that cash app that just came through. Thank you. That was really sweet of you. Thank you, love. As far as I know, she hasn't really said a whole lot of nothing. I mean, she found out about the Bower Sox yesterday, and like yesterday evening, I'm guessing yesterday afternoon, when everybody else did. I'm sure people were messaging her left and right.
Did we go through the comments?
Oh no, we didn't actually. No, we didn't. No, and they are funny as hell, actually.
All right,
Hey, Monkey Mar, what's up?
Hey, I have to ask you a big favor. My best friend's son is missing, and I was just wondering if maybe you could put his flyer out for me.
Well, you could go ahead and email me. Yeah, we can chit chat and stuff.
Yeah, I'm writing it down. I was going to send it to you right now. It's Sherry Vasquez, the one from the twins that were missing in California.
Okay, yeah, just go ahead and shoot me an email, baby. That's fine.
Okay, so it's QUEENBEE. What's the number?
OG888@gmail.com.
Okay, I am sending you, Queen, that flyer right now.
All right, thank you, love.
Okay, thanks, hon.
Bye. Yes, they thank you, love. I'm gonna send you a heart back. Hopefully you got that form from me. It did a double heart. Thank you for the Cash App love. I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you very much. We you know what? Let me see. I'll go pull that news article real quick. We can look at it real fast. Because them comments are ruthless. Yeah, there's a lot of people who went on there and said, made comments and stuff. That's for sure. So this is one of the first ones here. There's 994 so far. This one right here is the very first one. It says Tallulah here. To whoever is reading this, please check out her YouTube channel for yourself. She is dangerous, and viewing the content on her channel will confirm that. Because of her Florida pastimes against protesting in front of residents in Florida, she also threatened to burn down a politician's house on camera. She has 42 arrests on her rap sheet. Don't take my word for it. All this information is accessible to the public. She calls herself a child advocate and wears a self-made press pass. However, it's grifting for money from her YouTube channel. She has stalked the families of missing children on a live stream. And if she hasn't taken the videos down, let's see here, they are there for you to see. This woman is dangerous. This one, bullshit, BHB. You have said it all in your live streams and saying that you are getting a pew pew to take with you when BHB has been saying that she's going to find CP's job and just threatening others all the time. This one says such predatory and repulsive behavior while pretending to do it all in the name of Sebastian. What kind of weirdos stalk and harass the family of a missing child? At least she got her 15 minutes of fame, though. Don Wells, this one says here, Don Wells should join the suit. Her and MGL got him fired from his job. Guilty or not, you don't go real life. Let's see here. SLM. What is this? This looks like. I don't know. Anyhow, says, I'm so glad that you brought attention to this. Andra keeps saying she hasn't been served, but all that is needed is for her to be acknowledged as of the ex-parte, and this provides proof that she is more than aware of it. Maybe this woman needs a different hobby. These comments, they just keep going and going and going. Like, I mean, they're ruthless. Like I said, there's about 1,000 comments, and none of them are really in favor of Betty. None of them that I've found, anyways. Andra Griffin needs to be handcuffed in every town and county she goes to. Andra, this one's from Queen J 53054. Okay. Andra Griffin is a criminal and she's a liar. It's all about the views and money and income from YouTube. Andra is Bullhorn Betty, exploiting missing children and their families. All she does is harass and get people fired from their jobs. Yeah, there's not. I mean, these comments are not. You could probably do a whole fucking live on all these comments. I mean, they are ruthless. Some of them in here just, man. And these were all 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. Like, all of these are, you know what I mean? There's people still commenting on it right now. Yeah.
She is getting a lot of people realizing that this lady is trash. That this,
Yeah.
you know, and the problem is that she's been a negative thorn in every single case for a very long time. For a very, very long time.
Right. I mean, shit, she just was talking mad shit to Jay is for Justice about her marriage and all kinds of stuff that has nothing to do with her. That is not even her business. Has nothing to do with her. Somebody said she's a terrorist. She's a terrorist. I said, hell yeah, you don't negotiate with a terrorist at all.
Yeah, well, she's a bully. She likes to bully people, and she bullies the weak in her mind. And if you show weakness to her, she'll bully you.
We're gonna play this again.
Now, News 2 at 6.
A missing teen's mother claims she's being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber. So now she's taking legal action. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. The teen's mother has been granted a temporary order of protection against a Florida YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty. Well, tonight, News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry sat down and spoke with the influencer.
Sebastian Rogers has not been seen since February 25th. Since then, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, along with several other agencies, searched for a little over a week before officials said they were scaling back to focus their efforts on the investigative side. YouTubers and TikTokers nationwide have covered nearly every step, but now Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, indicates it's gone too far. In a legal filing for an order of protection, Katie says Andrea Griffin, also known by her YouTube name of Bullhorn Betty, accused the family of harming their son while, quote, inciting the public and her followers to aid her in stalking. Katie calls the YouTuber, quote, dangerous. Andrea tells me she has not received the temporary order of protection, but claims she has not done anything illegal.
If it is from her, then that's absolutely a falsehood. They can go and look at all my lives. My lives never come down off my channel. Driving on a public property, on public road with a camera hanging out, there's nothing unlawful about that. That happened over a month ago. It was when it's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. The questions of this case are becoming more and more.
Andrea says her main goal is to provide informational content to the public and to help find Sebastian. She tells me these accusations are just a distraction.
I don't like the drama on the channel, and the more I resist the drama and keep it focused about Sebastian, the more these distractions keep coming up. This is all.
Well, why do you think that is, Betty? Why do you think that is?
About Sebastian Rogers, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers. It's not about Katie Proudfoot. It's not.
Oh, okay. You mean the one you called defective, right? That's.
Well, if it's about Sebastian Rogers, why the fuck do you only talk about the parents?
And why were you just talking the hell out of Chris the day before? If it's all about Sebastian, that doesn't make any sense. Questions that need answers.
Absolutely.
About Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where is Sebastian Rogers and how can we bring him home?
A court-ordered hearing is set for August 8th at the Sumner County Courthouse. Each of Bullhorn Betty's YouTube videos will be summarized for the DA's office. Until that time, a temporary restraining order says Andrea cannot stalk or come within 100 feet of Katie or her home. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
We reached out to Katie Proudfoot for comment and have not heard back.
Yeah, so I'm blown away that she even went on there and was like happy to be on there. As you know, someone that's harassing the parents of a missing child with not one, not two, but 3 order protections and emergency orders at that, because they were all granted. Anyhow, I appreciate y'all being here. I'm going to get off here and get some stuff done. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side.
All right, babes. I'll see you guys later, and I'll be on the Hive later. I'll try to make time to get on there later.
All right, you have a good one.
I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you for showing love and showing support. We'll drop the link for the Hive. Make sure you guys sub up. That's our other little backup channel over there where we go and have fun and chit chat, and we might go over there and hang out tonight. You know, just depends on if we get time. I appreciate you guys. And again, thank you for hanging out with me today. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys have a good afternoon. I'm going to go get some stuff done. Hope everybody gets their stuff done. And again, I appreciate the love and the support, y'all. Have a good day.